Unbelievable. It is back. I'm currently just doing a few things just to fix things. As you can see, I haven't even reconnected back to Genshin yet. So I'm going to put that there. And also, welcome back to Nickel. Thanks for coming back so fast. Appreciate it. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind anyone. Yeah, what ended up happening, so apparently, also give me 1 sec, I'm gonna go BRB, because this is about to show my email. Sorry I murdered stream. Alright, don't worry, you're forgiven this time though, but you're on thin ice, Aiko. Welcome to the stream, Aiko, by the way, how you doing? So, what happened, apparently? So, for some reason, my dad thought that the internet was off, like the router had turned off or something. So he went to go turn it back on, and he just turned it off instead. So yeah, that is what happened. You just killed it. Yeah, it was in fact my dad. My dad just turned off the internet, which is not good. Because I don't think YouTube does not do well with how do I put this, reconnecting. Like, I have no idea why it just can't maintain and just let me reconnect. It's like, no, I have to completely restart and start a new stream, which YouTube itself does not like. It doesn't like it doing that. It actually gives you a lot, like, from a, like, the analytics side and from, like, the algorithm side, it does not like that. Like, it will give you a lot of problems about that later down the line, so I'm pretty unhappy about that, but, like, it is what it is. There's not much for it, but still, it's like, what the hell?
Beg for mercy.
There we go. Let's beat up a whale. Call me Captain Ahab, because I'm beating up a whale. Also, Cynical, right before it disconnected, you said you were, like, having that random, like, urge to play Minecraft. I was just commenting, it's like, well, I don't think that's particularly strange. Huh, that just went right through that, huh? I don't think that's particularly strange, just because I literally had a sudden urge to play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the weekend, right? So it's like, I don't think that's that strange, you know? That's pretty normal. Also, what about this crazy, like, music for this boss?
Neutralizing threats. Shut up. Vengeance will be mine. Crush.
Alright, let's see how he likes getting rock and ruined.
I condemn you.
That's not rack and ruin. We ruined it. Whew! He's tanky, oh my god. 250k. And that's barely half his health, like, damn.
Illusion shattered.
You know, I think it was Mao Jr. the other day who mentioned it, but, like, yo, what's the lore on this guy, though? Yo, like, explain this man to me. This crazy dude with the sword just chilling inside the whale. Is it Skirk? Is it Skirk's master? Is it just some guy? Is he just here? Is he just hanging out? Is this just the man who hangs out in Wales? It's freaking this music is so far. I agree. This music's dope.
I will have orders.
I like it.
Final warning. Crush.
Man with the sword eliminated. Maybe it's just like an Abyss guy that just hangs out in Wales. Did everyone else leave? I think most people... I don't think they left. I just don't think they got back into the stream after it crashed. I think it was only like 3 people who came back. At most. Like I said, the YouTube analytics and everything, and like people reconnecting after a crash is like very low, unfortunately. Oh my god, this boss is tanky! Like, this guy's a great DPS test. I like this guy. Neon is always here. Neon is the lurker from beyond. Also, can we comment on how cool this arena is? Like, this arena is sick, right? Like, that's not just me. Like, this arena is, like, amazing. Like, how, like the ground, like, warps around you as you walk around. Like, that's dope as hell, right? Like, I'm not the only one. But yeah, I like this. Now's your chance. God, the only problem I have with this boss is that in this phase 1.5, I guess you'd call this, he's really hard to hit. Like, you have to chase him around a lot for, like, not a lot of, like, the most interesting part of this fight has already happened. And now it's just cleanup phase, and the cleanup phase takes a little too long. Just my opinion, though. Just, yeah, if you're not using, like, a character that can chase well, like, it kind of, it's not great. You redid the list. I have not yet. Where is the list? Did you put it in the Discord, or is it somewhere else? I'm not sure where the list is. Arlecchino, show me the way. I can take a quick look-see at that. I'm curious. God, let me hit you. Get a bigger hitbox. Oh, he just faded away. Okay. And then the whale disappeared. Neat. And we got... it's mediocre. It's bad. We got two of these things. A slender strand that somehow ended up entangled in your weapon after fighting the all-devouring narwhal. In ancient Fontaine, some thought that Fortuna, which ruled the world, was woven from countless fibers, like the strings of a harp. Strings that resonate with the majestic music would bring happiness to all, while discord would destroy the fabric of the universe. Well, that's kind of intense. Cool. It's a cool boss. I like it. Other than, like, the slow wind-up at, like, the end, or the slow wind-down at the end, it's not my favorite, but, like, it's good, though. It's got the Atmo. RIP Internet 2023. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, so what ended up happening to my internet, just, so you know, Ray, my dad just turned it off. Just turned off the internet. He thought it was off already for some reason. I don't know why he would think that, because, believe me, if the internet was off, he'd know about it. I'd be complaining. He just walked up and just turned it off for some reason. So, yeah, that's it. That's what happened. But it's fine. I was actually trying, I was like, when I realized what had happened, I tried to, like, panic get it back on by, like, tethering my phone to it, but, like, I couldn't get the tether on time, online on time, so I was like, the stream fell apart. I have C2 Baiju, C6 Yelan, Jesus Christ, the C6 Yelan. Well, there's your character that can solo most of the Abyss. C5 Ayato, holy crap. C3 Ganyu, good lord. C6 Shenhe, C4 Eula, C1 Risley, C0 Nuvi, C0 Child, C1 Hutao, and C6 Lisa. That is... Holy crap, that's a lot of C's. Good God. Yeah, Arlecchino, I think you might be good. I think you're gonna be okay. And hey, Polar, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? Well, those of you who are here now, would you like to hear... To those who haven't heard it already, would you like to hear my confession? I have to confess to a certain sin. I have, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Why are you playing Genshin at this point? What do you mean? That seems like a silly question. I think it's pretty obviously why they're playing Genshin at this point. They goddamn love it. They goddamn like their Genshin, and they're gonna play it with their favorite characters that no one's gonna tell them otherwise. Cappuccino. I got 5 minutes before lunch. Alright. I told... well, technically, you already know the confession. You were here. I bought a game on the weekend. I've been having a nostalgia trip. I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, no, you were here for this, Nickel. That was my confession, remember? I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. And you know what? I've been enjoying it. I built a Harpy deck, and it's absolutely lit. I love it. Shit's fun, man. It's really fun when you're not playing with actual people, you know? When you're just, like, playing against, like, bots and stuff. I'm like, I enjoy this. This is much better. I want to say cynical. It wasn't that long ago. I just told you this. Can you help me fight the Oceanid? Now is not a great time. I'm trying to... We're going to be doing a story quest very soon. I'm just waiting for you people to get in after, especially after that that internet crash. But I'm also trying to find something. But I'm really drawing a blank on it. I do not know where to farm these. I could probably buy 5 of them from there. If only Genshin allowed you to mark, like, collectibles on the map. That would be cool. You know, if I could just mark barrel conch. But, like, then again, I guess that would, like, eliminate the point of characters that already do that, but... I just wish there was a way to track them, you know? Just something. Bro trying to diss TCG. Why hasn't anyone liked? Because this is the new stream. This happened, like, this is the thing. People only like to like once, and if they don't, and then now they have to like a second time, they're like, oh my god, stop, it's so annoying, and it's like, I understand. Hey, Damien, welcome to the stream. I can solo the Abyss with C6 Yelan plus C6 Shenhe and Mika and C2 Baiju with Scar Weapon and his broken sets. Yeah, like, yeah, basically, you got that setup that just kind of like, yeah, you can do what you want. It's like, you want to do... you want to do physical Shenhe? Go for it. You want to do DPS Baishu? Hell yeah. You want to solo the Abyss with Yelan? Do it. You get it. Like, you're ready. Like, you got everything you need. And more. TCG is dog water. TCG's alright. TCG, the new accelerated option, is great. I am not surprised, actually, at that, because, honestly, the game isn't bad. TCG on its own right and its own merits is like it's a good card game. It's fun. It's just, you know, painfully slow. So I think that was a huge buff. And hey, Foxy, welcome to the stream. Sprix, I'm confused on you. Why Furina and not Risley? Because Furina is an Archon and absolutely goated. Risley is a cryo punch guy who's really cool and good, but like Furina is like superb. So that is why. I didn't say that. Games are so much faster now. I did. It's dog. My Yula Shao dex is... Why you think so? Oh, I see. Oh, really? I'm one short from being able to just buy 5 more. Are you serious? Oh my god. Why is this, like, the worst? Anyway, it's... Yeah, card game... TCG is fine. Inoffensive. It's not my favorite thing to do in Genshin, but it's alright. I don't mind it. It can be fun in small doses. I do plan on doing a stream of it eventually, like, probably, like, once I'm 400 subs as, like, a, as, like, just a something. The bro for Gore Navia, she's in the storeroom. Oh, don't worry, we're saving for her. We're getting her. Let's talk about someone else. Because me and Jay Squeezy had a debate about what we think is better, and now your time to pretend seagulls don't exist. I'm sorry. What's a seagull? Explain, Damien. I don't get it. What are you talking about? That sounds fake, but okay. She's a big shot. Spriggs, can you help me play Genshin with a controller? Also lag time. Yeah, I guess I can. What do you need to know about playing with a controller, Foxy? But they're even bigger big shots. Exactly. She's a big shot. Big shot. Big shot. She's a big shot. Big shot. I want to put on that song now. If you know, you know. If you know the Big Shot song, you know. Okay, good. Now, do you like birds or frogs better? Oh, frogs. Frogs, and it's not even close. Okay, if I was, like, a single barrel conch, where would I be? Chat, this is your time to shine. If I was a barrel conch, where would I be right now? You can be the hero you were always ordained to be, chat. Now it's time. What if frogs ate soap? They'd still be better than birds. Remember... Hold on. Give me a second. You're making me pull this out. So I have a custom Magic the Gathering card that a friend made for me for Christmas one year. And this should tell you everything you need to know about what you're asking right now. So that's the artwork for this card that my friend got commissioned for me is a frog knight. So you can figure that out. You can probably figure that one out. What if frogs didn't exist? Well, then I'd just be up. I feel like my day and my existence would just be like strictly worse. You realize that a chicken has eaten fried chicken? I do. And they probably didn't even know what it was. Our inside joke. Exactly. See, Jay Squeezy knows. Jay Squeezy knows what's up. I hope you all have a good day thinking about it. I am not. I'm really not. I choose to be a villain. Nuvi has literally replaced MC in cutscenes. Well, yeah. I thought Nervalette was the main character. But would you like birds better? I guess I wouldn't have a choice at that point. I feel like your setup here is, I feel like you've doomed your setup already, but go on. Yes, I would like birds more if frogs didn't exist, because I wouldn't have a choice at that point. God. I was gonna say, your delivery sucks. Oh, God. It's these things. I forgot these things existed. Spriggs, what did you have for breakfast? I had something called a farmer's wrap, which is a egg, bacon, a spicy, like a buffalo sauce, and a hash brown. And then I had it with another hash brown and some coffee. Spriggs, think about flamingos, okay? I'm thinking about flamingos. They're tall, they're pink. Or parrots. Okay, parrots, they sometimes talk, which is kind of neat. Or kiwi birds. Okay, kiwi birds, they're small. Nuvi's story reclaiming the Seven Sovereigns' power. Yep. It's a good story. Who wants Aether finding Lumine or vice versa? I mean, like, yeah, like, why find a sibling when you can just get the power of dragons? That sounds way cooler. Or a Pepin bird. I don't know what a Pepin bird is, actually. I need to know why, when I connect my controller to my PC, it says that a PS4 controller and my controller is not a PS4 controller. Okay. I'm not sure how to do this in Genshin. But controller setup. I believe. Pick up internet experience. I'm not rightly sure, Foxy. I actually don't know. I actually don't know why it would be doing that. What kind of a controller is it? Now, one word that all links together. What is it, Spriggs? Parrot. Flamingo, parrot, kiwi, pepin. Bird? What's word that links them all together? I don't know. Bird? Yes, imagine it collects all the dragons like Pokemon. That'd be nice. Exactly. Nuvi versus Saritsa with 7 Gnosis. No sign. That'd be neat. Nuvi in a Pokeball. That sounds rude. Who'd win? Raiden wins. I think we all lose then. Kiwi Bird is the logo for people that made Balloon's tower defense. Yes. Oh, is that they don't have wings? Wait, no, hold on, no, or they have small wings, or don't really. I'm trying to think. When's the last time I saw a flamingo fly? They fly. It is. I think. I don't know what a pepin is. Hey, Piper, welcome to the stream. Because the word that links them together is beautiful and better than all frog sever. Frogs ever. Okay. Beautiful and better than all frogs ever. Excuse you! Excuse you, do you want to get banned? They're all still birds, though, so Nickel. Yeah. Parrot flamingos don't have bird in it. Okay, I don't know. I'm stretching here. I'm trying to figure this out. A Legion controller? Is that like a brand? Because I just use like a normal Xbox, an Xbox One controller, and that automatically figures out what it is. I don't know what a Legion controller is. Barrel conch! We've done it. Didn't even need chat. Had it all along. Okay, that was painful. Yeah, misclick for Gore, the S. How are things with your mom? Not great, but she's hanging in there. Like she's gonna be okay, but it's just, like, it's rough, though. Think about this. I'm really struggling here, Damien. There's a lot going on in the chat, Damien, and I'm trying to follow your logic on this bird thing, and I'm like, I am so lost, dude. I'm trying my best. Damien has the wrong opinion. I don't say that much, but it is true. It is true. Frog is the best character in Chrono Trigger, and if you don't know Chrono Trigger and you don't know Frog, look him up. I hope you got along with Mom. No, my mom is... You know, I get along with my mom great. Oh, it's directed to Piper. Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry, I got my mom going through her health troubles right now. I thought it was it was topical. My apologies. Now that I read the I hope you're getting along with your mom thing, it makes more sense. My bad. I realize my error. The error of my ways. It's from a company like White Shark. What? Okay, this controller of yours, this Legion controller, what would it typically be used for? Like, would it be? Could you use it on a console? Like, what's it designed for? Is it only for PC, or would it be used on like a PlayStation? Could you use it on a like on the PlayStation? Wreck and ruin. No need to apologize. I'm Canadian though. That's what we do. I think my mom is good. Still don't talk that much when we get along. Okay, that's good. Good. What is your logic meant to prove? I do not know where Damien's going with this. This line of question is really confusing me, and I'm getting more and more confused as we go. They're all slimy and gross and weird, but birds are majestic specimens of all size and sounds. And what does this have to do with seagulls? By the way, did you know that if you go north to the bay, you can find bagels? Android, PS3, PS4, and Switch. Yeah, it's one of those. Okay, what is it more designed like? Like, if you look at a PlayStation controller... Let me grab a PlayStation controller real quick. So... And yes, I just have this lying around... Uh-oh. That's not good. Anyway. So, you got a PlayStation controller, right? And if you look at the button layout, you have your X... Sorry, this is doing this like a mirror. X, square, circle, square, triangle, right? Is that what the button layout looks like when you put it into Genshin? Or does it look more like this when you're holding it? Like if you're just using it normally. X, Y, B, A. So it's more like an Xbox controller. Okay. Or is it more like a Nintendo Switch controller? If it's like a Nintendo Switch controller, I really can't help you with it. Seagulls just suck. Seagulls are the worst. So forget about them, and then birds are the best. So Damien don't like birds because he said birds suck. It's true. Which means frogs are better. It's true, though. Frogs are the superior animal. I do not know... What does this have to do with seagulls? Like the band? I like the band, Flock of Seagulls. You should look them up, by the way. They're really good. They're a classic. No, it's like an Xbox controller. Okay, so it's like one of those multi-purpose controllers, and I'm going to tell you right now, there's not much I can do to help you with that on my end, because Genshin's going to see it as whatever controller it's mechanically like set up to be, I think. So even though it looks like an Xbox controller, it may be configured on the inside like a PlayStation controller, because it's supposed to work with everything, and that's never... I don't trust those ones. Let me put that right now.
I was forced to learn all of the rules by heart.
This is why whenever I get a controller, I always get Xbox. I always get brains. Getting off-brand or multi-purpose controllers, they're gonna have problems like this. Always. I have 4 statues of frogs in my room. I don't have. I don't know if I can keep up with 4 statues. I have. Hold on. Let me find the other one. I have 2 custom-made Magic the Gathering cards based on frogs, and I also have a custom-made coaster that is also frog from Chrono Trigger. So I got that going for me. I didn't get your point. What are you aiming for, Piper? Am I alright? I already have almost everything. I just need a couple of prosents? I have everything for this version. Prosents? Prosents? Presents? I'm not sure what that is. I'm telling the truth, and if your soap-eating maniacs are offended, they can just leave.
More speed.
I cannot keep up with this. Also, I got 2 frog plushies. Man, quality frogs. Don't worry about Damien and his soap-eating habits. We don't worry about that. Well, I think I need to put the PlayStation button on the controller, I guess. I mean, wait. Are the buttons interchangeable? In that case, yeah, that's why. It's because the internals is built like a PlayStation controller. So when your computer or device sees it, it's like, oh shoot, that's a PlayStation controller, and that's why it does that. Okay, I understand now. See, that's why I either get Logitech or Razer Gear. I literally just get Microsoft. This is like actually just a name brand one, like normal. Go on. Damien is making a problem that wasn't even meant to be. No, I meant put on the PS symbol over them. Oh, okay. I thought, like, wait, the buttons come out? Is it like that? That'd be neat. You could do that. You could just try to remember. I mean, it might be weird. I mean, honestly, most of the time you won't even notice. You just have to know where the buttons are. If you like all birds and kill your love for frogs, I will not eat the head of a frog soap bar. You know what? If you're going to do that, more power to you, mate. That's all I got to say on that. But I think we've stalled long enough, and I feel like everyone's actually gotten back after the incident, so I think it's time we finally get started on this Furina quest. I believe the quest is the Little Oceanid? Yes, it's definitely the Little Oceanid. So we are going to do the Furina quest line. What's up, Damien? I'm not the tech guy with a controller. Honestly, neither am I. I know how to make my controller work, and I've had problems with it in the past, but it usually worked first try.
Desert's a tough adversary, but at least
would you rather eat a bar of soap than kill my love for frogs? There are pink trees in Minecraft now. Yeah, that's been like that for a long time. I don't know what biome. It's a specific biome that does it. Yeah, I don't know what biome it is specifically, but it's only like one biome that has them. Alright, let's go get some lore. Are you guys ready for lore? Sorry, let me say that right. Are you ready for lore? There we go. I had the right number. We need the right amount of enthusiasm. You know how it is. To get a 100% on everything, I only need 5% to have every place in Fontaine at max. I already have the statue to max level in Fontaine. Okay, so you basically just need, like... You were in that situation I was in, back in, 3.8, when I was, scrambling to find, any shred of things. I understand. If I send you lots of cool bird pics, and they're cool, can you say that birds and frogs are at least tied? I mean, I'll at least say that, they're both acceptable animals. I just prefer frogs. It's not about which one's better, it's about which one I like more. They are both equal in the terms of being valuable to the animal kingdom and being cool. I just think in my heart of hearts, in my opinion, I will always prefer frogs. However, if there was a mutated amalgamation of the two, like a flying frog, that would be the one. Alright? I would pick that one. Yumeko came there. I haven't played Minecraft in a year. It's been a hot minute since I played Minecraft. Last time I played Minecraft was my last time in college. A few of my college classmates were playing Minecraft together. Frogs are like Goku. They got more forms. It's true. It is actually true. Vampire frogs can glide, so there is. Well, gliding is just falling with style. I'm talking about flight. I'm talking about unhindered, unadulterated, being able to gain height, flight, and, like, fly around wherever they want. I'll be back once I send them. Oh, dear God. I'm gonna get bombasted with bird pics. I got an ominous message from Damien last night. I mean ominous. Right? Like, he was unhinged, unglued even. He was basically saying, look, you gotta understand. Seagulls don't exist. Okay? And he was, like, threatening me. It was crazy. It was wild, man.
We mercs.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what has anything... This apparently started with seagulls, and I don't know how it connects. Okay? I'm scared. 2 ideas. I put the PlayStation symbol over the controllers, or remember the controls, which I don't know how in the world I'm going to press the PlayStation back thing on my controller. Honestly, I just remember. Because, like, you don't have to know that, like, oh, X or A is jump. You just have to know that the bottom button jumps. You know that, oh, I know I can jump with this button. I can attack with this button. I can cancel and pick up items with this button. This item's my burst. Like, you just have to know what button does what. You don't need to know the shape, as long as you know which ones in your head works. I forgot to make my world 8 again. You should probably fix that, J-Squeeze. Alright, let's go. Let's get some lore. I'm here for lore and lore accessories.
It's got any new commissions?
Yeah.
Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
You don't have to be so direct, you know.
Karma's just being enthusiastic. We're all friends now, she gets it.
Oh yeah, she gets it. Yeah, she gets it.
It's always a pleasure to see our 2 most avid adventurers again.
I'm the most
Looking
avid.
for the next challenge, I see.
Yes.
Actually,
Challenge.
we do in fact have a rather urgent commission that is still open. Having read the details, however, I don't believe you'd consider it to be lucrative.
It doesn't need to be lucrative. I'm here for lore, Paimon. Come on.
Don't worry about that. We were just kidding. So what's the situation?
Yes, give me lore.
To put it
Pay me
simply,
in lore.
the requester is looking for a temporary replacement actress for their musical.
Okay.
The original cast member ran into some issues and is currently unable to perform the role.
Oh. Okay.
But the troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress.
Oh. Now, I don't know why you need an adventurer for this. It seems like you need a casting agent, but sure, why not? I need to know only what X, Y, A, and B does. The rest is easy to see. Exactly. I love this quest. I did it after you joined my world. Nice. And thanks again for letting me do that, by the way, J Squeeze.
Situation. So basically they're looking for a volunteer?
That's right. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
I wonder, like, they haven't just tried to hire an adventurer to do it, but
There are
whatever.
only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time, they'll probably have to postpone the show. And delays tend to create all sorts of new problems.
That is true. I've had to delay things before. I hate doing it.
Got it. Oh, this one's a doozy. What do you think, Traveler? Any ideas?
I can learn because I have a PlayStation 2 controller. Honestly, you'll be fine, Foxy. It'll be alright. There might even be a fix eventually. You might have to, like, do some research on Google about, like, Genshin detects controller as PlayStation when it's Xbox or something like that. Like, you're probably not the only one that has this problem. Sprix, how many pulls do you think I'll have for Raiden? I don't know, at least 2. At least 2. Sprix, I'm taking some advice from the video you made. I'm doing a Mora week. Very smart. Or, actually, you didn't call me Sprix. What is that? Slurix? Alright. Who's Slurix? That sounds... I don't like that. I don't like the way that sounds. Anyway.
Even if we took the commission, neither of us have any experience starring in musicals.
I could be in a musical. Very true.
If you're interested in helping, why not start by having a chat with the requester? He's right over there.
That's convenient.
Maybe you can't fill the role yourselves, but you might be able to help him figure out another solution. Maybe there's something he hasn't thought of.
That's not fair, bruv. I'm at 10 penny, and I have 5 wishes to save Slurix. Stop that. Spell my name right. Also, well, yeah, so I'm right then. I'm not wrong. I'm absolutely correct. That is at least 2. I'm really good at this game. I'm so good at this game. I seen that you showed the quests on my account in the video. I did.
Oh!
How do you guys like the video anyway? You think it came out good?
No wonder. He looks like he just ate a sour lemon.
Alright, we'll go talk to him. I don't need your approval. Oh, so I just noticed the guy in the background there has like a rapier.
Hello there. Are you the guy
Can I have it?
for a new actress?
I want that dude's rapier, dude. That thing looks sick. Sorry, it's just kind of random. I'm just like, huh. I want that guy's whole ensemble. Alright, if one more person's... Next person who spells my name wrong is getting banned. I can't. On a scale from 1 to 10, I can't. Let's bring some back. Welcome back, Damien. Check the images. I'll check later. We're getting lore at the moment. Lovely, but you ignored mine. No, I didn't ignore it. I realized exactly what you did. I'm trying to ignore... No, I just actually let me rephrase that. I did ignore it. That is actually apt. I did actually ignore it. I was intentional. I will spell your name wrong. Sprixie? I can live with Sprixie. I can live with that one. That one's at least, like, thematically correct. That one's not just, like, wrong.
Wait, I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
They showed Paimon in the musical.
Wow. Sounds like we're pretty famous in Fontaine already.
Well, yeah. We've been in, like, at least 2 court cases. Sproxo. Okay, I can love it. Spanx and Jay Squeezy's banned. Alright, Jay Squeezy, get banned. Alright. You can come back in 5 minutes. I wish I could cut... I'm sorry, I do it for the memes and for the jokes. The only problem is I wish I could undo it immediately. But I can't, actually, so you actually have to be timed out for 5 minutes, so... I am joking around, guys. You can do whatever you want. Justice for Mr. Squeeze. Wow, you got demoted, Squeeze. You're not even a king anymore. You're down to a mister. Man, get wrecked, dude. Bye, you frog-loving, smelly JK, don't ban me. Getting banned. Everyone's getting banned.
But to answer your question, neither of us have any experience in musicals. But we heard that you're in a bit of a bind, so we figured we could at least try to help you think of a solution.
Oof, indeed. Let's put Paimon in the musical, though.
It's okay. I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot.
Oh, we got people. We have contacts.
If we can't find someone to step in, we'll have no choice but to cancel the show. It would be such a shame.
Can't you cover the budget for a new actress with ticket fees, perhaps?
That's the thing. We're not some high-profile theater troupe, just a group of amateur enthusiasts.
Wait, it's not Monday, it's ban day. It's true. It's damn true. I don't actually ban people. That's the funny thing. I always say I'm going to ban someone. The worst I've ever done to someone in chat is time them out. And half the time I time people out, it's for the memes. I just realized an ultimate comeback for the frog lovers saying they're better than birds. Okay, now I love the comparison that it's only between birds and frogs, but where do other animals fit into this like hierarchy? Where do cats land in this? Because cats better than both of them. Sprix, why in the world do I only... Sorry, I had something in my chest there. 3 only got Kale's on the banner. I got 3 already. I don't know. Why do I always get... Why do I always keep pulling Yaoyaos off the weapon banner for people? No one knows. Dude, everyone loves frogs. It's true. Uno reverse. Also, cats are basic and smell. Okay, Damien. Damien, you're on thin ice, bud. I will throw you. C6 Kale or C6 DMC? Okay, if you have C6 Kale, I'd probably do Kale, actually. Over the DMC, but ban him. Ban him now! Don't worry, I'm watching him now. He's on thin ice. I'm keeping an eye on him.
All our sets and props are very crude. We're grateful enough just to get an audience, never mind ticket fees. If we had a way to make this profitable, things might have turned out differently. But now, it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Well, this is just a little depressing, isn't it?
Disband? You're splitting up the troupe?
It's not my fault my cat genuinely smells. Give him a bath! Give him a bath! No, sir. I'm too sly. You gotta give your cat a bath if they smell bad.
Oh, I guess
my cat smells good.
The Adventurers Guild didn't tell you? Yeah. This is supposed to be our final show together as a troupe.
True story, actually. When I found Kazumi outside, when she was, like, astray, I picked her up, and I'm thinking, like, oh, I'm probably gonna have to give her a bath, because I just found her outside. And I take a smell of her, basically, to see how bad it is, and she smelled like lavender. Like, she smelled so nice. It was so weird. True story.
One last show. And after that, we go our separate ways. So we were really hoping to end on a high note.
Well, this is just depressing.
Nobody wants things to just
Ugh.
fizzle out.
Excuse me.
Not after all the time and effort we've invested into it.
Yeah, Catherine said that one of your actresses can't make it.
Yeah, the leading lady, in fact. She's been dealing with a chronic illness ever since childhood, and unfortunately, it flared up again recently. It really drains all her energy, so she's in no state to perform.
Wow, this is just sad, ain't it?
The show just won't be the same without her. But for everyone else's sake, I still hope we can find a way to hold the performance on schedule.
I wonder if I'm going to go ahead and guess that the cutscene at the end of this is going to be the performance. Just going on a guess here. I did not try to play on my PC with my controller because things. Also, chat and Sprix, if I'm being too annoying, just tell me I'll stop or ban me. I'll know it either way. No, don't worry. You're all right. You're all right, dude. Nothing to worry about, my guy. I may have jokingly timed out Jay Squeeze, but he'll be back in a minute. Anyway, my cat is at my dad's, so I don't see him often. Well, that's too bad.
Got it. We have a
My
great
cat is
idea
downstairs.
now. Let's see if we can come up with any ideas.
Yeah. Oh, my controller needs to be connected to the PC to work with a cable. Well, yeah, that's actually better. I actually prefer that.
What if we sponsored the show? Traveler, how much more are you carrying?
I got like a cool 10 mil right now.
Please, there's no need to go that far.
No,
I wouldn't feel right asking such a huge favor. And I can't promise that we'd ever be able to pay you back.
well, you just give me a percentage of your ticket sales. Mora isn't the problem. How do we find an actor for you?
If the actress just goes through the motions for the Mora, that's not exactly rescuing the show.
Yeah.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Yeah. Sprix, I got C6 Paimon. Oh, snap. That's crazy. That's wild. What's her C6 do? I don't think I've seen it before. We should find someone who will put the best performance possible. Okay. Great minds think alike. I just, was just thinking that.
That's how you know we're the best.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to be exhausted after this week. Oh, why? Busy week?
Right now.
Dude, give me that guy's sword. It's so, like, basic, but, like, it's elegant. It's like an actual, like, nice-looking rapier.
She's really good at performing, and she
I like
was
it.
once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
It needs a cable only on PC because it has Bluetooth. I mean, yeah, no, the thing is, I actually prefer the cabled connection, Foxy, personally, just because I find it more stable. And I don't have to worry about batteries. Like, I had this problem last week where I was burning through, like, 4 batteries a day for my controller, and it was unreal. I got better batteries now, so it's not as bad. I have a rapier in Valorant. It's so fun to fiddle around with. Rapiers are, like, my favorite weapon type in, like, Dark Souls. Most of the Souls games. Chi-Chi and TCG. Oops! The hell is... I'm apparently receiving a phone call from British Columbia. Hello?
Hello, AT&T. Your mobile phone has abnormal usage and the service will be stopped today. For English service, please press 1. For Chinese service, please press 2. 你好 AT&T.
Okay. Well, that's disappointing. Whenever it's just a robot, it makes me so sad, because I'm just like, God, give me a person so I can make fun of them. She's so annoying in TCG. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen her very much. Her C6 allows her to stop time anywhere and delete all the opponents. Oh, that seems... Oh, so Yelan. Oh, she's just C6 Yelan. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, neat. I have college Monday to Thursday, and then Friday I have rehearsal. Saturday is dance exams, plus a show. And Sunday is also a dance exam. Damn, you're gonna get put through. You're getting put through the ringer. Well, when you're finally got a break from that, you're gonna feel fantastic. Neon swore. Oh my God, you already did. I can't believe that. I can't believe you swore in my chat. I can't believe you've done that. And here's my one swear for the stream. I allow myself one. I basically make my stream PG-13. Which, fun fact, did you know that in PG-13 movies, you are allowed a singular F-bomb? Did you know that? One F-bomb. So if you're in a PG-13 movie, you can swear once. So I'm going to treat this as a PG-13 stream. Neon, what the fuck is wrong with you? There it is. I apologize. I've actually offended someone with my my swearing. I do apologize. Family friendly. Well, yeah. I just logged up. Yo, you wanted to see something funny? Hold on, let me so I have a let me find it real quick. So in my Steam library, I have most of my games organized by genre for the most part. So I'm gonna switch screens real quick. So you can see my Steam library here. So you can see, like, I got my favorites, 2D shooters, action adventure games, we got card games, classics, emulator, and my favorite genre, family friendly. Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3. This is my family friendly section. There you go, family friendly. True story. At least my controller recharges, not like Sprix and needs to pay $2 for like some hours in your controller. I guess I got good batteries this time, so they're going to last a lot longer. But I do have a cable in a pinch if I need to plug it in. I also have a rechargeable battery right here, but it doesn't work that great. Yo, what's up, Damien? I rage quit. Anyway, more lore.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Furina.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
Now, I don't know how I made this connection, but sure.
Nope. Paimon doesn't actually know if she's performed on stage before, but Paimon's pretty confident that she'd be really good at it.
I don't know why the delivery of that line was perfect. I don't know what it was. The way she delivered that line was like flawless. Can I make a request? Probably. I didn't expect the F-bomb though. No one expects the F-bomb. That's what makes it so good. I'll never forget for a lifetime. Damn. That is deep.
You're not wrong there. She has actually performed in a number of big-name shows before. They were one of the reasons she was so popular.
Sprix, I have a problem. Only one problem? What's up, man? Actually, on the note of F-bombs, do you want a really funny one? How many of you seen the movie Beetlejuice? Or at least are aware of Beetlejuice?
But even if she's no longer the Hydro Archon, it's not like she's suddenly a commoner.
I guess not.
She's still an idol to many people in Fontaine, including myself. I just think Lady Furina might feel a bit out of place in an amateur troupe like ours.
Are you prepared to do whatever it takes?
Well, yes, but...
I've played 16 hours of Terraria in 2 days. So is that like 8 hours a day? That's a full-time job of Terraria in 2 days. That's a lot. Place a tiny bird in the corner of the screen and a frog in the opposite corner. And when we bring it up for anyone else, maybe one, perhaps I could do something like that. That'd take a while to set up though, so probably not this stream, but I could set something like that up maybe eventually for the jokes. I know it. I have from Draw Beetlejuice as a beetle. But yeah, so Beetlejuice is a PG-13 movie. If you watched it on tape or any of like the home releases of Beetlejuice, there's no swearing in it. If you watched it in theaters, though, there is a single F-bomb in it. There is one F-bomb in Beetlejuice. It's worth looking up because it's actually a really funny line. And I don't know if I can actually... you think if I pulled it up on stream, I'd get in trouble? I don't think I would. I think it's fine if we watch that one scene, but like, it's true though. A movie that most people don't know has a swear word in it, has a whole F-bomb in it. And it's absolutely allowed because it's PG-13. I've created a world called Teyvat, and my character looks... And it's called Kaching. Creative, I like it.
Fair enough.
Oh, man.
I mean, if she was actually willing to, then of course I'd be honored to have Lady Furina star in our show. I'm sure the rest of the troupe would be delighted too.
I'm very curious to see where this goes,
I'm
actually.
sure everyone in our troupe has probably dreamt of performing on stage with her one day.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it all depends on whether she's interested. She might consider this opportunity beneath her.
No point stressing about that. We'll only know if we ask her.
I don't know how this... I want to see how this connects to the main plot. I'm gonna go see if Akinator knows you, Spriggs. There's no way. I don't even have... I'm a small dude on YouTube. There's no way. That'd be wild. I'm gonna try that as well, Damien. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna go ahead and say 0% chance.
Besides, things are different now. There's no reason for her to be all high and mighty anymore.
Yeah, let's go check on her anyway.
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, where's she living
Guess
now?
I'll just stay here and wait for the good news. Good luck.
Thank you.
Where does Furina actually live now?
Yeah.
She used to live in luxury at the Palais Mermonia, but she's, moved out, right?
Yeah.
As it happens, I have her current address here.
Oh.
I can provide it to you.
Oh, she just has like a house? Okay. Sprix, I think I'm going to build Kale if I get her to C6. I mean, go for it, man. I think she's good at C6. I think she's good before C6, but at C6, I think that opens up a few extra doors. Give it a go.
I came over when things were starting to sound more promising. I thought I should be at the ready in case my assistance is needed.
Oh, of course. Very convenient.
In any way I can.
Of course.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Sprix, are you a female? No. Last time I checked, no. Sprix, are you real? Yes, I think I'm real. Or I could be a schizophrenic hallucination that you're all having all at the same time, but unlikely. The little oceanid. Alright, let's go find Furina's house. Ask about Furina's disposition. It's oddly specific, but okay. To Furina's house in the morning. I'm gonna be Charlotte. We're gonna go, we're getting the scoop. Let's go get some lore. So, this is Furina's house. Is this like a house or an apartment? Looks like a house.
Did Catherine really give us the right address? She lives here?
It's a nice house.
Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Mermonia.
Well, of course it is. It's palace is in the title, Paimon. It's just a house. It's a nice house.
No, it's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Yeah, Paimon, seriously, don't be rude. Sprix, do you have a phone? Yeah?
Okay, when did popping out of thin air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
Okay, it's kind of funny.
I was just out on a shopping trip. I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
A few more bags? Furina, is the only thing you cook macaroni?
I used to have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
Don't you get sick and tired of macaroni every day?
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh god, she's like, God, she lives like I do, how I used to live. That's like my college meal. It's literally just macaroni with a different sauce. Are you an actor? No, I'm not an actor. I mean, nah, not really. I wouldn't decide myself as an actor. Sounds like you're really struggling to cope. Is it because you have to do all your own cooking now?
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity.
The audacity.
It's not like I have a very eventful life these days. Actually, I barely leave the house. So I don't see how it's unusual that my meals are a little simpler now too.
Oh my god, she's literally me. Are you older than 35? No. Also, why is the cryocatalyst name so hard to type? I don't know. Because they just don't like cryocatalysts, apparently.
Besides, I'm sure I could master dishes like the letrofosilor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
I don't know what those things are, but sure.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Wait, she knows how to cook, right? She's not like a riding situation where she actually can't cook. No, she just said she cooks macaroni all the time. It's fine. Do you live in my country? I don't know, do I? Probably not.
Not yet, maybe, but... Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my fall from grace.
No.
Let me first be clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
Sorry. We're sorry. Please don't be mad.
Paimon was just showing concern for your well-being.
Yeah, exactly. What the traveler said. Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make fun of you. You know. Are you related to music? Like, as a person, yeah, but not, like, as a content creator, so no, I would say no. She's a gamer.
Hang on a sec. You are
Also, when she has a vision... That's what we're doing the quest for. We're going to find out. That's what we're here for. We're here for the lore. That's not important. We're actually here to ask you for your help.
My help? Well, maybe you're forgetting that I'm no longer the mighty Hydro Archon. I don't even have a vision now.
Don't
Good.
worry, it's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
Not you? Then, if not you, then no one.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
Okay, cool.
So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific?
The lore. Exactly. I got a sus question from Akinator. Should I ask you? I don't think so. Let me put it this way. If it's a sus question and the answer is obvious, you can probably answer it yourself. You don't need help. Also, Sprix, when are you going to do my account? I forgot that you're on my account. Sometime soon, I think. I just need to get a good day for it. For both of us. You tell Furina about the troops' plan for its final performance.
I see. I knew you couldn't have come all this way just to amuse yourselves at my expense.
Yeah, of course, you're cool.
After all, I was once the brightest star in all of Fontaine, well versed in all the various performing arts. A mere musical is well within my capabilities.
Yeah. Are you famous because of YouTube? Again, famous is not the right word, so I would say probably. Because I am known, the few people who know me as through YouTube, but I wouldn't say I'm famous by any stretch of the imagination.
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
Why? Do you not have enough macaroni?
How come? It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
Yeah, what's the problem?
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage.
Oh, why?
Although I am no longer required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Yeah, 500 years of, like, torture. It sounds pretty torturous. I think after the next day I can be free, I think. Maybe. Do you play Minecraft? No. I'm assuming it's asking for, like, in the terms of YouTube, no. Or content creation, I do not.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was.
Also, her hair's short again.
Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again.
Oh.
But at least I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
All right. Well, we're getting into like the mental health problem or like the mental psyche damage. Oh my god. Are you European? No. So that's how you really feel.
Paimon can understand,
Can you? Why can you understand that, Paimon?
but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
I mean, I respect the wishes. I get it.
Whether it's a one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross.
And to answer your question, Foxy, is because he's doing Akinator. Akinator, if you don't know, is like it's a website where it asks you questions. You basically pick a character in your mind. It could be anyone, a real person, an actor, a character from a movie, TV show, you name it. And it will ask you a series of questions to guess who you're thinking of, basically. Do you know Hindi well? No. Not at all. Oh. No. Just say no.
If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself. Which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
Yeah, we gotta respect boundaries,
So
Paimon.
I'm not going to perform, and that is that.
Okay, guess there's no convincing you. Well, is there anything else we can do to help out the troupe? Otherwise, they'll just have to disband without any fanfare. Do you know
Tough.
any other actors who might be interested in the role?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
Short and to the point, okay.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships.
Hindi is a
Besides,
language.
Anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Do you have a beard? Ray, I know that you're just relaying all the questions on Akinator, but I'm gonna be real with you, son. I think you can handle this one on your own. I think you can handle this one by yourself. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think you need my guidance on this one. Do a face reveal. I'm running out of faces to reveal. Hold on. I can reveal this face. That's my grandma. There's my grandma's face. So there's another face reveal. Ray Sprix's. No, he is not. Let me just get this back without dropping it. I'm just kidding. Son is just what you call people sometimes. You're just like, now listen here, son. Heyo.
Since
Yo,
I'm
she's literally me,
an
though.
ordinary person now, they'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
Well, you shouldn't assume the worst of people.
True, but I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for. Ooh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Oh, jeez.
Well, is there anything else we can do?
My lost dad.
This really means a lot to the guy we're working for.
Nah, okay, if I'm your dad, let me just go to the store real quick. I gotta go get milk and cigarettes.
Have I not made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would. Sorry. I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
Well, you also have a complete lack of confidence in yourself right now, so I feel like you have the solution to the problem and you're just not willing to explore it because you're afraid.
It's alright, Furina.
It's really not all
all
right, Paimon.
Sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troop will be so disappointed.
Well, let's come up with a plan B, I guess. I kinda shaved my beard and mustache yesterday. What do you mean, kinda? Like, did you accidentally do it? Were you just trying to go for a trim and you missed? Milk? Not again? Let me come. No, I'm sorry. I just gotta go get milk.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. Alright then, we'll see you around, Furina.
Yeah, later.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Oh, I guess getting macaroni is very tiring. I understand. Yo, she's literally me, though. That's not cool. I feel personally attacked. Well, that was depressing. Well, let's go take a picture of her house, though, as evidence. Okay. Hey, welcome back, Arlecchino. I look weird clean-shaved. Yo, same.
It's too bad, but we have to respect...
I've shown the picture of me clean-shaved before. It's very strange.
Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
Oh, hello. Who's that? Hello, strange lady. Sprix, do you have a tattoo? I do not.
Huh?
Snake
What's
over.
going on? Are they arguing?
Uh-oh. If I marry Arlecchino and Sandrone, would I be rich, right? Theoretically, unless you get a prenup. F my life. What's going on, Venti boy? Mine's still growing. Hey, mine too, actually. My beard mustache is also still growing.
I'll ask you again. Why did you start looking for a replacement without my consent? When did I tell you I'm going to take a step back?
Uh-oh.
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
Ruh-roh. I wanted a character. I wanted Jean. Sprix, do you have kids? No.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Oh, no. This got complicated.
Shortly after you left, the troop's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Oh, dear God. Well, sorry about that, Venti boy. I got a weapon on the standard banner. What weapon was it?
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Yeah, that's me.
Sorry. I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with Furina go?
Mediocre. If I marry Erlicino and Sandron, would I be rich? I already answered your question, Erlicino. Why do you do that sometimes? You like randomly, you'll say like a random message, and then I'll respond to it, and then you just send the message again. Why do you do that? Is that like a bug, or is that like what do you, is it like some kind of like joke I'm missing? I didn't want Amos Bow, but I got Amos Bow in Standard. Who likes Amos Bow? Yeah, Amos Bow is like one of the best bows in the game. For like most DPS bow characters. Lenny, Ganyu, Yoimiya, and anyone who does any bow character that is normal and charged. Normal and charged attack characters love that weapon. It's so good. I'll take it. Give me it. I'll absolutely take that Amos Bow. The weapon's cracked.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
I'll give you my freaking gene.
You see, Arlene
If that was a thing, I'd
just
almost take that
informed
deal.
me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Naturally. Akinator's trying really hard. If it asked me if you live in Canada 3 times. Well, I assume you said yes all 3 times. It's gonna give you, like, a different, like, YouTube content creator, I guarantee it. Like, there's other Canadian... It's gonna give you, like, Rarin or something. You know, actually, that's my guess. If you keep the information that you're going with, it's gonna give you the YouTuber Rarin at one point. That's my guess.
Oh, right. Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Alright, sounds like... imagine if we had managed to convince Furina to join, only to find out that she's no longer needed. That would have been awkward.
Yeah, she'd be livid. We'd get the scolding of a lifetime.
Seriously. Ganyu was crying. Captain Sauce and someone else. What was the someone else? It was not Rarin, though? Rarran? Because he's a YouTuber that I watch a lot, and I feel like I have a lot in common with. Both Canadian, bearded individuals who play video games on YouTube.
Jeez.
He plays Hearthstone,
Is
though.
Lady Furina really so harsh with people?
I mean, not really.
Only joking. Calm down. So, guess we can consider this case closed now, huh?
Hi, Mom. Why are you being so rude today? Oh, my God. My Yoi is crying. My Yoi is more important. Oh, man. Nope. Who's Captain Sauce?
Despite the fact that we failed to complete the commission, we were still racking our brains for ideas on the way back here.
Yeah.
Look, there's no point arguing with you about this anymore. You've made yourself very clear, so I'll stop looking for a replacement.
And when you collapse on stage and have a horrible accident from your illness, no one will have sympathy.
This is the last chance we have, though. If your illness flares up again...
Put Rust on her, or fine. I mean, Rust is good on Yoi. It's one of her best weapons. For, like, free-to-play. More on the free-to-play side.
So, are you absolutely sure you'll be able to handle it? The whole team is putting everything they have into this final performance. We have to make sure it goes ahead.
Yeah, lady.
Yes, I'm completely confident. I've been taking a new medication from the doctor, and it's working brilliantly. I'll definitely be able to tough it out until the performance day.
Okay, this is reminding me of something. There's a horror survival horror RPG from like the mid-90s called Parasite Eve. It's one of my favorite games ever. In fact, it's where most of the music came from the last two account reviews. That's where the music came from was on Parasite Eve. And this is the intro of Parasite Eve. An actress who wants to play the role of a particular character in a play and is deathly ill and is taking copious amounts of medication to be able to appear in performance. Now, the only difference between this and Parasite Eve is that this is probably going to be wholesome and a happy ending, and everyone in Parasite Eve at the end of the performance died. So, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably different, but it's what it's reminding me of. I'm like, at least her name's not Melissa. Then I'd have a real problem. Sprix, I connected my controller to my phone. Nice. It's a shooter, like the main gameplay? Well, you use guns, but it's like an action... It's like an RPG, though. It's like turn-based RPG, almost. So you fight, and you get random encounters, and then it's like a third person, like it's like a not top down, but it's like think like Resident Evil, like old Resident Evil, like pre-rendered backgrounds and fixed camera angles, and then you'd have like a little like action bar that would determine when you could attack. Good game though; it's one of my favorite games of all time. The second and third Parasite Eve games are more action-y shooters though, so that might be what you're thinking of as well.
I
Anyway.
share everyone's desire to commemorate all our years as a troupe with a proper farewell show. So the last thing I want is to be left out.
Oh, fixed camera angles, my worst enemy. I disagree with that. I mean, maybe your worst enemy, but that might actually be true. But I think the fixed camera angles work in certain circumstances. I don't think every game can pull it off, but like the ones that do pull it off well. And After Quest FTP time, possibly. I'm thinking probably.
Thinks of this troupe as
I want to work on Furina more.
myself included.
You're right. I'm sorry. I let myself get too worried about the show. I should have asked for your permission first.
Yeah.
All's well that ends well. Sounds like the show will go on.
Yeah, but why does I look so different? Paimon, wait here a second.
Sure.
Why do I look so like serious? Is Furina behind us? Oh my god, she is. Howdy. Oh.
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I forgot a couple of items on my shopping list.
Okay, I want to just point out that I don't think they had, like, an animation for her grabbing her arm or her hand. So to hide it, they put that camera angle there, though they could make it look like it. That's funny. It said Clash was same. Oh, okay. I can do fixed camera angle if it's Silent Hills, not other games, though. Like, old Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Parasite Eve, horror games, honestly. Horror games, I seem to be, like, the ones that do it the best. Galerians, which is super obscure, and I know no one here's going to know it, but that's one it works for. Who's that? Also, okay, can I join you to test how good I am on my controller on a phone? I mean, I feel like you can test that without me, but maybe. I might call upon you to help me with some bosses, so that could happen.
Alright, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Drag her. Throw her.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
Oh, dear.
Furina? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
I was just ever so slightly concerned about the situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned.
Only a little
bit. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
Yep.
And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Paimon.
And Paimon apologized too. You were rude.
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why didn't you show yourself?
You really have a knack for asking the most uncomfortable questions, don't you?
I'm really good at it. I'm really good at doing that. Professional. Because I can't see the stream and play at the same time. So only if I can find my other phone. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll give it I can give it a... If I... no guarantees, Foxy, but if I do find time for the free-to-play account today, and I'm doing the Furina farming, yeah, I can get you in for a couple rounds.
I felt very sheepish, having had a change of heart after flatly refusing you. And then, to make matters worse, you caught me.
Yep.
But in any
I have very
case,
good eyes.
It sounds like the issue has already been resolved.
Mostly?
Yeah. When they said they were gonna ask for your help, I almost had a heart attack. I mean, how could we be worthy of having Lady Furina star in our show?
There's no need to think like that. And no need to keep addressing me as Lady. Just Furina is fine.
Oh.
I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband?
You know, that's a good question, actually. I love how Aether talks more nowadays. Seriously, at every patch, we seem to just get like a little bit more regular dialogue. And you know what? I'm about it. I like it.
If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance.
I'll sponsor the shows.
Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
And never mind, I found my other phone. Oh, good. Even better.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control.
Well, what is it? Answer the question.
Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
Is Furina going to be the new director?
Her name was O'Reilly, and she was the founder as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in the serial disappearances case.
Oh. She's an Oceanid. Oh, is she the tiny Oceanid?
What?
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Justice. Sorry. And justice for all.
Still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's sad.
She was a loyal fan of your performances, Miss Furina. They were what first inspired her to get into musical theater. She rallied many people around her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life, and convinced them to join her troupe. She wrote her own scripts, acted on stage, and mentored each and every one of us.
Oh, and now she's water.
People
That's
loved our performances
unfortunate.
back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for us.
And then disaster struck.
So she must have been like one of like the later victims, I
Yeah.
guess.
After that, the entire troupe fell into disarray.
Hey, Fardaris, welcome to the stream. What's Catherine doing here? Well, she's the one that was facilitating this job, right? So it's all this conversation is literally happening right beside Catherine's booth.
None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart.
Okay, excuse me. Oh. Now, this is the real tragedy. I'm out of coffee. Well, you know, that's how it be. So Fontaine doesn't have an Archon that's alive? It kinda does. Effectively, right now, Nervalet is the Archon. Effectively. He's not an Archon, but he is the Archon, if that makes any sense. Hey, welcome back to Luke Simp. I hope your nap went well. Hope you're feeling a little better.
It's agonizing, but ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm with Paimon in this one. That's so sad. Wow. Talk about nailing the head there, Mr. Traveler. It's just like, oh, that's so sad. Yeah, it is. Thanks. That's exactly what I said.
What a terrible waste. A gifted artist from humble beginnings who achieved so much and no doubt had much more to give. And then her life was so cruelly taken.
Nuvi is the highest level of command, to be precise. More or less. He's fulfilling the role of the Archon. He's not actually... because of his draconic disposition, he can't be an Archon in the traditional sense, but he's fulfilling the role of the Archon. That's the short end of it. He runs Fontaine. Without him, Fontaine would have an orange. Basically, yeah. Well, it kind of works because he's the Hydro... Exactly, Foxy. No, that's exactly it. It's because he's that Hydro Dragon thing going on. That kind of allows him to do that.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the Traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina, give me your hat.
Furina.
I know what you're thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
Hey, MDR, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? He's the divine leader. Yeah, that's the short end of it.
I can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member.
Yeah.
But only if you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
What's up, guys? Here on lunch. What's for lunch, my dude?
We unfortunately...
And firstly, enjoy your lunch, but what are you having?
Will that be a problem?
I know what I'm having for lunch after stream. I made burgers for dinner last night, so I have a leftover burger and a couple of jalapeno poppers. Does that mean that I have an Archon? Technically. By technicality, yes. A little sick, but chilling in the chat is nice. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. Well, hopefully hopefully I can make stream a nice chill environment and help you feel a little bit better. Fried chicken, rice, and peas. Sounds alright. I mean, I'm not a big fan of peas personally, but everything else sounds good.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high.
Yeah.
The law only judges criminal behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them?
I would say Fontaine is Archonless because the Divine Throne is gone. Yeah, it's debatable, right? Like, it's not like set in stone where it's like, oh yeah, he's the Archon, but it's like he's fulfilling the role. Like, as far as the nation of Fontaine is concerned, like, from the people's perspective, he's the Archon. Like, if you want to keep it, like, super, like, simplistic, that's the answer. But, what throne? This isn't going to be a language barrier thing, because when they say Throne of the Archon, it's not a real thing. It's not a physical throne, like a chair. It's like how, like, there's 7 Archons, basically, now there's 6. There's no... the Hydro Archon position no longer exists. Fontaine's good even without Furina and Focalors, yeah. You eat a lot of vegetables? I eat enough. But I'm a little picky about my vegetables. Like, I like onions. I like spinach. If you want to talk about vegetables I like spinach. Remember to like the stream. Yeah, if you haven't liked the stream already, I much appreciate it if you could do that for me. You know, it's good for me. It helps you find the streams later if you like. So, much appreciated. Thank you ahead of time to everyone who does that. But as far as vegetables go, yeah, like spinach is my go-to. Spinach, onions, mushrooms. I like broccoli, and cauliflower is okay. So, I'm just a little picky. Like I don't like peas. I like 50% of beans. I like half the beans I like, half the beans I can't stand. Was the first. Hell yeah, Ray, good job. Okay, so the Archon team doesn't change. More or less. I mean, you could still look at it as Furina is the Archon, because that's as far as the release schedule goes, Furina is the Archon. But we'll get into it. Cauliflower is very good. All beans are good. I don't like green beans. Like string beans, I could take them or leave them. Also, anyway, verdict can bring emotional catharsis. They come pouring out and flow away into infinity.
An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time.
Yeah.
Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before. And so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Yeah.
Huh.
Cauliflower.
So a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh?
Of course. Paimon, stop being rude.
You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
Paimon!
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
Indeed.
The name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
No, swine. Paimon, for this quest line, you are now swine.
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do it, especially since it's related to the serial distance. Yeah, since it's you, I'll do it.
Thank you all so much.
I'm down.
Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what I'm getting into on this quest now, because, like, it's clearly like a lore quest. I mean, obviously, that's a stupid thing to say. Let me rephrase that. It's clearly like a more talky quest, but... And maybe, like, with, like, a little bit on the lighter side, but, like, it's starting off with, like, some heavy themes, so I'm kind of curious to see where this goes. So, this will be a good one, I think. And hopefully it does give us the answer of, like, okay, but why? What's up with the vision thing? explain it. I don't know if it's just a mechanical thing or if it's like an actual lore thing. They're very particular about their mechanics lining up with lore, though, so you know what? Hold on, I need to make a correction. I can't believe this. I can't believe I've let this happen for so long. What is wrong with me? What's her outfit called, actually? All over through my lens. All is over through my lens. Neat. Alright, we need something that matches her. Those are okay. I'm gonna go with this one, because I think this one matches her camera. Because there's not really a red one yet. So that'll work for now. Yeah, those look okay. Hello, Charlene. Don't mind how I open doors. It's both heartwarming and quite heavy at times. Well, I'm looking forward to this one. Because I feel like I don't want to play Furina on the free-to-play account too much until I have some explanation to her.
Furina?
Hello, Barad. Lady Furina.
Lady Furina doing here?
I'm here to judge your performance.
Hello all. Allow me to explain. As of today, Miss Furina will be supporting our production of The Little Oceanid in the role of artistic consultant.
It's literally The Little Mermaid, but in Genshin. Okay. Okay, sure. How's Charlotte going? I'm liking her so far. I think she has some real potential to be actually kind of good. I want to mess around with her some more. Possibly as a DPS and possibly as just like an off-field, like just general good damage support. Actually, that wings goes well with 90% of characters. At least it feels like. I feel like if you don't have any wings that match a character exactly, you throw those on them and it just works. I think that's kind of like how they look. It just works.
These two over here are the ones that made it possible. They kindly reached out to Miss Furina on our behalf. I'm sure they need no introduction.
I'm waiting for them to be like, who the hell is that?
You bet. That was the trial of the century.
Yeah, I said objection. It was cool. So why is everyone so dramatic that they see Furina like she's not the Archon? Yeah, but she was literally the ruler of Fontaine for 500 years. Whether or not she was the Archon or not, she was still 500 years of leading this country. So, you know, that's worth something. And people also liked her not as the Archon. You gotta remember that, Foxy. Right when we even first get to Fontaine, they don't respect her as an Archon. They respect her as an actress. Like a performer. She's like an idol, like a superstar. She wasn't like, oh, she's the benevolent god. No, she's like, oh my god, it's Furina. She's the lady on the stage. So, yeah, it lines up. I've somehow saved 500 primos in one day without touching any new content in 4.2. Really? That's actually quite a lot, considering.
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice.
Yes.
We can't thank you enough.
Well, actually, we just got him caught. The one that brought him to justice was, like, the Souls of the Dead. Who mind broke him.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
Yeah.
So, you were saying The Little Oceanid?
Yeah, that's the name of our final show. It's an unfinished script left behind by our director.
She was writing The Little Mermaid.
One of our greatest regrets is that she never
Under
got to
the
see
sea.
it. So, if we can bring it to the stage and make it a successful show, we can all take some solace in that.
Ba 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 bum bum ba dum bum ba da ba 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 bum bum ba bum bum bum. Sorry. Really? Yeah, really, Foxy. It's true.
Wait, but if it's not finished, then...
Finding an actress was one of the least of your problems. Your script isn't even done.
Yeah, we've been battling issues on every front, trying to realize this dream. Anyway, let me give you a quick summary of what the story's all about.
It's The Little Mermaid. It's going to be about Oriole and her friend, her talking best friend crab, Sabaton. Also, I need to know, how do I get the domain in the last Sumeru map? The one close to the Paimon barrier. I'll have to take a look at it to determine. Also, Foxy, you don't need to talk in caps lock, by the way. I can see just fine. The underground one. Yeah, actually, Fardarius, if you know the one, just point him in the right direction. And if someone points you in the right direction before I do, I appreciate it.
The protagonist of the story is a young Oceanid who transforms herself into human form, despite the protests of her family.
Okay, so it's more like not quite Little Mermaid. There's another. This is more comparable to something else.
She longed to live just like any other human. And sure enough, she found friendship and even love. But one day, her true identity was exposed, and her world came crashing down around her.
So far, so good. A classic tale. What happened after that?
Let me guess, that's where the script ends?
That's one of the issues we've been trying to deal with. Unfortunately, this was as far as the director got with her script.
It's not underground. Is Charlotte a good pick for an Ayaka Furina Freeze team? I think so. I think she would work just fine in a team like that. She does a little bit of healing. She does a good chunk of damage. I think it's worth experimenting with her. I think she's good. Also, Shadow, welcome to the stream. How's it going, man? My brain is a little foggy, so not booting up the game. Sorry. No worries. Yeah, I'll do my best to dig up what he's looking for as soon as I can. He looks so angry. Who, me? That's my angry face. I'm sorry. The last area that got released in Sumeru. I'll take a quick look for you after we're out of dialogue, Foxy. I'll see if I can find it. Fine, hope you're doing nice. I'm doing okay.
We need a proper ending so we can bring this musical to the stage. But people have different opinions on which direction to take it in.
So then Ursula erupts from the ocean and is slain by the prince in a bombastic musical number. And then Sora from Kingdom Hearts shows up. And that's the ending. That's the play. I've done it.
We still haven't decided between a happy ending or a true-to-life tragedy.
It could be both. Why not one, then the other?
By true to life, you mean the director's sudden disappearance?
Yeah, like they say, truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah, pretty sure people want, like, a feel-good story, though. We don't need to be, like,
Then there's the
depressed.
question
I'm already
whether
depressed.
We really want to use the stage to pass our raw pain onto the audience.
Exactly. A lot of the time, people come to watch a show just hoping for some light entertainment. We have to consider their emotional stake in this, not just our own.
Lag, what the hell? I don't know, man. Fight your internet. Go find your internet provider and, like, throw hands. Don't actually, though. Violence is never the answer. Usually isn't the answer.
And one last thing. We're still waiting on confirmation from two of our main actors.
Oh.
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Curious.
The other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since.
Oh. It really sounds like you have bigger problems than trying to replace your sick actress. Man, these guys suck. You're sleepy? Me? I'm always sleepy. That's the magic, man. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always tired.
He did write to us, promising that he'll be there for the final performance, but we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Though I
So
did...
we're not really sure what to make of that.
I did wake up very early because first I had Kazumi, my kitten, come into my room and start trying to play with me while I was sleeping. So that woke me up. And then when I finally got her out of the room, I then got my other cat coming into my room and just like yelling at me and getting real cuddly with me, which also woke me up. It was nice, but it was like, God damn it. So yeah, I didn't sleep very much last night.
Huh.
I finally just gave up and just got a coffee.
Now that we have Miss Furina helping us, maybe we should take the opportunity to get everyone back together.
Let's tune up the band.
What opportunity? What do you mean?
12:30 a.m. in my time zone right now. That's quite late. I guess I have to sleep. I would recommend it. Sleep is good.
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
Oh yeah? Is it just like you're like in the middle of a performance, Furina, roar, and then they just become powerful? Is that how it works?
Our director was constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way.
Oh, that's cute.
I suspect the reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing.
Sleep is like fuel for the depression you're going to have tomorrow. What do you mean tomorrow? What do you mean the depression I have tomorrow? What about the depression I have today and yesterday and the day before? I don't know how to tell you this, guys, but I'm actually horribly depressed. I have clinical depression. I say that like only half jokingly. I say it jokingly as the fact I said it really funny, but it is actually true. Yeah, other people, I recommend getting a good night's rest. I do try to get a good night's rest. I'm not very good at it.
But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Indeed.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1. Let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending.
Yeah.
He went back to Poisson a few days ago.
Poisson.
Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
Wait, Poisson a few days ago. Uh-oh.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was
Oh, okay, good.
not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Yes. Furina without the full Solaris identity is actually so much better. Yeah, no, for sure. Furina's name gives Saiyan powers. Exactly. Furina. But I head to bed as well. I respect it. I appreciate you guys being here. So if you guys head in the bed, have a good night, my guys. My dudes. That's okay. I'm a chef, so I start work very late, so I can stay up late. Ah, okay, well, if it all works for your schedule, do what's good for you, my dude. Now get out of here, bruv. Bruv. Bruvner. Brosidon, king of the Broshin. Poisson. Uh-oh. Something wrong? What do you mean is something wrong? We know what's wrong. It's Poisson.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show.
I stay up until my eyes give out. I feel like you should try to go to bed before that, personally, but...
To Poisson.
Allons-y. What a weird reference. Isn't that like... Hold on, who says that? There's a famous character that says that. Like, A, it's a British thing. It's from Doctor Who. Hold up, that's really random. I don't think it's from Doctor Who, but I feel like that's, like, the show that, like, popularized the phrase. The Doctor... It is... Okay, it is Doctor Who. What a weird reference. What a strange... That's really weird. Am I the only one who thinks that's, like, a random reference out of nowhere? Poisson. It is the Doctor. I'm not going crazy. It's French, but yeah, Doctor Who popularized it for sure. And the only reason I know that, I'm not a Doctor Who fan. Like, I don't think it's a bad show by any means. It's just not, it's not something I got into. But, the thing is that I actually know the phrase from Borderlands. So I think it's Borderlands 2, where you're escorting Claptrap around for a little while, and you just randomly go, Allons-y! And I was like, what's that from? What does that mean? And then it was, like, popularized in Doctor Who, and I'm like, oh! Charlotte runs like Ayaka. Does she? Don't they all run like Ayaka, though? Don't they all have, like, similar run cycles? Dog!
Hold that pose!
Perfect. You understand. I had to do it. Cryo girls all run the same, I guess,
If I
MDR.
remember correctly, this is where he's staying.
Bro, Ayaka doesn't sprint in the normal world. That is true, but if you want to see her sprint animation, you can. You just have to go into the Spiral Abyss, make sure she's in the first character slot, and you can, in fact, make Ayaka sprint. That is a thing you can do. Ah, fun. I love Doctor Who. It's such a hopeful sci-fi. I've always heard good things about it, but it's like, it's one of those shows that, like, it seems kind of intimidating, you know? Like, where do you even start with something like that? Guy needs to replace his door. Who is it?
It's me. Is the script ready?
No, it's not. Bugger off.
You came all the way here for that?
Yeah.
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Well, what now?
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
I don't know why I imagine... I'd prefer his voice to be like, you what now? You what now, mate? I just thought that'd be... In my head, that seems so much more fitting for some reason. You mean walk? Now, walk is different. I guess you can call it a jog. Yeah. A brisk pace.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
So, as expected, he's missed the deadline.
Oh, yeah.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show.
I mean, yeah.
Even once
Unless you're writing a
it isn't
manga
final
or an
until
anime.
we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
I don't know why that's in my head right now, but for some reason manga and anime have really bad endings. Historically. It's just kind of a thing. Problem, I don't know if I have homework. You should probably find out if you do.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson. I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
Hi, Navia.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
Uh-oh.
So, you're here for Palo? Looks like you could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Oh, you made arrangements for me to stroll? Oh, that's good.
Oh, it's okay. We can just wait.
So you watched AOT, Attack on Titan? Yes, I did watch Attack on Titan. I've watched a lot of anime, and I've read a lot of manga over the years. I've read more than I've watched at this point, but honestly, AOT doesn't even have the worst ending. It's not a great ending. I don't like the ending, but it's not the worst one I've seen. Yo, Navia outfit is so cool. Yo, I want her hat, though. Bad isn't it's not good, or bad isn't it's the opposite of good. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I get what you're trying to say. Like, is it bad as in, like, it's bad for, like, the characters, or is it just badly written? I think it's a little of both. It's a feels bad ending. She's from Great Britain. Not regular Britain. Only the greatest of Britons.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll.
Interesting.
Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
He's like, you idiot! You stupid fool! Get the hell! Uh-oh.
How are things in Poisson now?
Poisson.
Any better?
Things are on the mend, but it's a slow process. Some people may never
Oh,
recover
man,
from
anyway.
the trauma they experienced.
If I have homework, I can't help you. I mean, if that is what it is, you gotta focus on your homework, my dude. So no worries, no stress. But if you want an anime/manga with an awful ending, and I mean like the worst ending I have ever read, it's a manga called Flames of Recca. It's such a good story. It's such a fun read. The anime was okay, but the book was so good, and the ending is so trash. It was a dumpster fire of an ending. I'm like, what happened? Oh my god, it was awful. I was so disappointed.
I'm sorry to hear that. I wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet?
Every time. Has there been more than one sad conversation?
We all have painful memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do.
That's true. That's good advice.
And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
Probably.
Thank you for your words of comfort. You make a very good point.
She does.
But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
Oh. You know, this is a food for thought. Isn't it weird that, like, since we see all these Genshin characters on the reg, isn't it kind of strange that none of them change clothes? Like, most characters are wearing the exact same clothes as the same day we met them, so it's kind of concerning, isn't it?
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from a painful experience is easier said than done.
Like, animes have such weird endings. They end with a completely unexpected ending, which is kind of boring too. Sometimes, yeah. There's only been a few mangas and anime that I would say that have good, thematically appropriate endings. And I think this comes from, like, a writing style difference from, like, North America and, like, Europe and, like, a few other places around the world compared to Japan. I feel like a lot of elements of writing, you write the ending first. But I feel like in anime and manga, they write the ending last. Which I know that sounds weird, but, like, it makes sense when you think about it. Clothes design are time-consuming. Oh, yeah, of course. It's just funny. Are we in a Sam Saga so the characters wear the same clothes? That's the explanation.
Which brings me to why I'm here.
Yeah, why are you here?
I thought
Other than
you
living
should
here.
probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe.
Well, she was trying. It wasn't really inaction.
To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe. and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina.
I mean, yeah, she is, if you want to be real. It's an anime thing. Yeah, no, for sure. They just have several copies of it at the office. Obviously. That makes so much... That's pretty much the explanation that I accept. Like, it was perfect and then downhill. Let me see. Clothes design are time-consuming, and also, why is Navia everywhere? Well, I mean, most of the time she shows up, it's in Poisson at this point. And she kind of lives here, so, you know.
It's not a perfect solution, but hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
Yeah.
Well, what do you expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all. Like my father before me.
Naturally.
Anyway, that was all. Look after her now.
Got it, Navia. Thank you. Danke.
Off we go then.
Poisson.
Let's take a look up there. I don't have any friends that I can be frank and honest with. So maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
You're my homie. Welcome to the homie squad. Navia's turning into Focalors. She has that impact on people, I think. I guess you could say it's a Genshin impact. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll show myself out. Alright, I'm back. Uh-oh.
I'm so grateful that Miss Navia was so understanding. To be perfectly honest, I didn't know if I was ready to meet her.
Ruh-roh.
It's always easiest to just run away from your problems. But that never fixes anything. You can't get around the obstacles without facing them.
True. Why? Why am I showing myself out? Because it was a bad joke. It was a really bad joke.
When they brought up
Poisson.
Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared of coming back here.
Well, to be fair, every time she's come here, it's been bad for her, so...
I felt it was something I had to do. As I was saying before, I want to see for myself the things that I never could in the past. I'd be overjoyed if the people here could find it in their hearts to forgive me. But they're more likely to unleash a tirade of vitriol against me. Which, of course, I completely understand and accept.
Yeah, I'm sure some people not. I'm pretty sure most of these people ain't buying it.
Yeah, I can tell people are watching me.
Ruh-roh. Furina is becoming Navia now. They're switching. Does that mean they have to switch hats too? Also, rip Navia's bodyguards. I miss the Blues Brothers. I love those guys. That'd make me so sad. I'm still sad about Malus and Silver. Same. They were the Blues Brothers. They were the best. I miss them.
I'm sure some people here see the idea of someone coming to Poisson dressed as the Hydro Archon as extremely disrespectful.
It kind of is.
I used to be terrified of the gaze of other people, especially when they had suspicion or resentment in their eyes. I guess I wasn't quite ready for this after all.
Well, yeah, and they didn't... I don't think they actually explained to the people what the hell actually happened.
I'm not surprised you're making yourself go through all of this.
Maybe it's too much in one go?
I can't let myself see only the things I want to see. How would that make me any different from before?
Yeah.
Look, there seems to be a crowd gathering over there.
Uh-oh. They're not staying quiet either.
Probably time we made a move.
Yeah, let's get the hell out of here before the...
How about we check out Spina di
Yeah,
Rosula
let's
show?
get out of here before the
We should have a
the
beautiful croissant
the
for
pitchforks come out. No pitches and no the torches and pitchforks. I almost said pitches and torch forks. Furina's fate is such a cruel one, not only having to wear a mask all the time, but especially not being able to confide in literally anyone. And she's still kind is a testament of her strength. I mean, yeah, that was kind of like it basically broke her, but she's like, I am broken, but like she's still together in a sense. It's very, she's a good character. I think she's actually very, very interesting. I wonder, can I talk to the nearby people? No, they're all gone. I was hoping there'd be like some like actual crowd you could listen in on and be like, grumble, 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 Furina, Hydro Archon, or whatever. She did all for the Fontaine. She did what she was supposed to do, and because she did, everyone's still alive. She made the right play, but, you know, it wasn't going to be a clean play. It was like she was playing League of Legends, right? And the only winning play was the backdoor of the Nexus, and she backdoored, and everyone hated her for it, but it won them the game. It was the right play. And to anyone who understood what the hell I just said, I'm so sorry. And to those who don't, I'm also sorry. I lost 3 viewers because of that. I deserve that.
You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
Don't worry, I'm used to having that. I almost said that was going to sound weird if I said it that way. Don't worry, I'm used to it. Yeah, I admire that about her. I just want to, it just hurt to see how much she suffered. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Cynical. She really didn't know what was going on. She didn't know that Fossilars would die. Yeah, she was like, hell, I don't even know if she does know. I honestly don't even know if she knows what happened at this point.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I appreciate your company, so please don't disappear just yet.
Yo, peace out.
I don't know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have
Oh
a
god,
hard
I'm
time
hungry.
facing up to who I used to be.
Yep, makes it worse having her being in the dark so much without end in sight. Okay. Will Furina still have the curse after she free of Fossilars? I assume Nuvola told her she deserves a no. I'm leaving because you said lol. That's fair. I understand. I don't know actually about the curse. Probably not, but they don't really expressly say.
As I stand here
Also, I'm gonna have a
on the
snack.
ship,
It's snack
I
time.
can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind.
Yeah.
One after another. People
I have chocolate-covered
out of the
almonds.
water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant.
Oh no! I dropped one. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. Excuse me. As far as I understand, she's human and more than that's what I figured, but I don't think they expressly said for sure. Does that she can live her life as a human? But I would assume that means yeah, probably. I like chocolate with almonds. Good choice.
They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what happened though.
And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You're only doing your duty.
Yeah, don't harsh on my mellow, man.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated.
Oh.
Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne.
Oh.
Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves. Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom.
And you're making nothing but macaroni and cheese with it. I mean, okay. Can I go since I have to do homework? Alright, Shadow, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate you, dude. Have a good one. Good luck with the homework.
But on some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Oh my god, this is depressing.
I would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Yeah, your freedom is supposed to be the reward.
Reward?
Because now you can finally speak your heart, and you don't have to be alone anymore.
I guess so.
I never played with a controller except for Xbox controllers at someone's birthday. And someone has a PS4, my PS2. I mean, I'm used to controllers since I was like a little kid. In fact, hold on. Let me show you something. Let me show you something you've never seen before. You want to see the controller I grew up with? Hold on. Well, it's a little tangled at the moment. Okay, this is literally the kind of controller I grew up with. This is a Super Nintendo controller. You can tell this is the one I grew up with because when I was like a little kid, this technically belonged to my older brother. So I was like a baby when we first had it. You can literally see the teeth marks where I chewed on it when I was a little kid. So this is the kind of controller I grew up with, and now I'm using this thing. Like, I'm used to this stuff. But the new Xbox controllers, like, they're comfy, though, so, like, they work really well. Well, let me just put that away. I had to knock some stuff over to get it out. But hold on, but wait, there's more. If you want to go even further back, here's an NES controller. This is like the old controller. Right? Like, you want to talk about old controllers? Like, look at this sucker. You got your D-pad and, like, 2 buttons. That's all you needed. You want to know the wild thing about this controller, though? This not specifically the NES controller, but this exact controller in my hands right now, is that this is new. You got to figure the NES is from, like, the 80s? So it's like a 50-year... Oh, my God. It's like a 50-year-old console, almost. But this actual controller is new. They still make them. You can still get them. Also, how much is 120 RON? What does RON actually stand for? Like what they're called? Are they just called Romanian dollars or is it something else? I think I'm sleepy. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Heading to bed. Controller talk will do that. Have a good night, Neon. Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out, man. Appreciate you. I've never seen one of those. I really didn't play video games until I was an adult. It's a nice history. But yeah, like, that's the controllers I grew up with. So like having these like nicer Xbox controllers with like some actual weight to it, like thick plastic and like nice responsive buttons, pressure sensitive buttons. It's a very different experience. Romanian money. Okay, let me just try something. Alexa, 120 Romanian dollars to Canadian.
From exchangerate.guru. The cost of 120 Romanian lei in Canadian dollars today is $35.79 according to the open exchange rates. Compared to yesterday, the exchange rate remained unchanged.
About 39 bucks, 40 bucks. And they actually have a name. They're I think it was Lays? Lays, maybe? I don't know I didn't hear the exact pronunciation, but it was something like that.
And back then, I didn't even dare to dream about having someone to confide in.
Let's get some more lore.
I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was. And exposing the secret I swore to protect.
Mm-hmm. $40 for a controller? Yeah, thereabouts. Like, this thing cost me $60. Actually, technically it cost me nothing, but... Because I used, this is going to make me sound so old, I used points for these. So, at the local drugstore that I go to, I have a points card for it. I had accumulated enough points to actually just buy the controller outright.
Believe in the Furina you see on stage. She is the one you can trust.
In Furina we trust.
I had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know.
No one will ever know.
That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
Points? Yeah, Foxy, points. Some stores, especially I think this is more of a thing in North America. I don't know where else does this. But certain stores, like big department stores and stuff, will give you like a points card. And you can accumulate points by spending money there. And then you can trade in the points for stuff.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Nah.
Could you please get off my case? I don't know what's gotten into you today. I'm making an effort here. You could at least try to do the same.
What Paimon meant to say is that she doesn't like to see you down. Yeah, Paimon's so rude today. What the hell?
I once had nothing but the truth, and now I'm finally free to live my own life again. And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now, at least the choice is in my hands.
Indeed.
All right, it's about time to head back. Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Well, I know that you play games and you get points. No, not quite. Not quite the same thing. They're like what I'm talking about specifically is like rewards for brand loyalty. Basically, you go to the same store over and over again. They reward you and say like, "Oh, hey, thank you for shopping at our store over and over again. Here's a prize," kind of thing. Paimon needs some chill pills. Agreed. Paimon's so sassy and rude today. I'm like, Paimon, you gotta relax. Like, we literally just got, like, through, like, one of the most vicious, like, trauma dumps of all time. Like, let's take a step back, man. Get her!
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips.
Aw, but fish and chips are so good.
Come on. It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
Fair.
Anyway, my character doesn't need to be slim and good looking. That's your job.
Wow. Right, well, fair enough. To be fair, food tastes better when it's free. That's a fact.
Are you kidding me right now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours.
Yeah.
I've spent my whole life battling the effects of ill health, and it kills me to watch you willingly ruin yours by filling yourself up with junk all the time.
Huh. That's an interesting perspective, actually.
Oh no, looks like they're arguing again.
And the viewer count is down. You know what I'm thinking? I think we gotta stop talking about it. Like, joking about it, like, when I make a bad joke, and I'll point it out sometimes. But I feel like I've heard that, I was watching some videos talking about, like, streaming advice. Apparently, a lot of streamers have it as a rule that people aren't allowed to talk about the view count. And I wonder if I should do that. Apparently it helps. Because as soon as someone points it out, it just keeps going down. Apparently. I don't know how true that is. No, it's true. It's a real thing. I did not know. Neither did I. It's something I picked up recently. Yeah, stop fighting.
You're back. We've been enjoying Spina di Rosula's VIP treatment in your stead.
Hell yeah. I'm not worried about too much right now. I was expecting a slow day anyway because it's Monday, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not stressing too much over it.
We shouldn't have to wait too much longer.
Yeah.
Great! So you were discussing your characters, right? We heard she's playing the Oceanid who turns into a human girl. What about you?
Yeah, who are you?
Me? I'm an Oceanid too.
Oh.
He was originally supposed to take the form of a crane, but he... well, the costume at least. So now he's playing the boar instead.
Yeah, get wrecked.
Sorry.
Wow, Paimon, you're so rude today! Okay, that was pretty funny, though, I'm not gonna lie.
Boar's not a bad character, actually. He's the one who raises the little Oceanid, yes?
That's right. He has some pretty memorable lines, too. Like when he imparts some solemn words of wisdom to the little Oceanid. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Oh my. Or you can do my account on a weekend if you have time. That's true, we could look into it. Like, it just depends.
That sounds kind of familiar.
Well, how about that? Isn't there, like, there's dramatic parallels. Isn't that wild?
It's the most important line in the whole script. I think it's a symbolic statement about our director's life and legacy. She kept quiet about all the trials and tribulations she faced in running our troupe, allowing us to devote ourselves fully to performing. It was only after she was gone.
I'm sorry, I
that
gotta
we
go get some
realized
sleep.
how
Not
tough
feeling
her
too
job
well.
really
Enjoy the
was.
rest of the story quest. I will do my best, and please feel better. take it easy, have a good one, rest well, and hopefully you feel better soon. Take care, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.
You mentioned earlier that the troop is like your home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was born with an incurable illness, and once my family found out it couldn't be treated, they decided they didn't want me anymore.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's messed up. Alright, wow. And hey, Midnight Ninja, welcome to the stream. How's it going? How's life treating you today?
I spent some years taking whatever work I could find and trying to manage my illness with various medicines. But whenever I had a bad flare-up, I'd be lying in an alleyway for days at a time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, no, you got to see that this character has just an absolutely awful family. That's great.
It was like that
Just
until
terrible.
the director found me one day. She told me I had a great voice and asked if I was interested in studying singing from her. I said yes.
Good lord. Today's event character was Sino. I was able to test him. Disappointed sound as a Hyperbloom character. I think he makes better for, like, more, what would you say, like, aggravate-oriented teams, but, I mean, Hyperbloom's always good, though, so. I'm okay, not the best today. Oh, no. Is everything okay?
She took me under her wing, taught me to both sing and act, helped me find Mora for my meds, took care of me when my condition decided to flare up. I know it was all a huge burden on her.
Oh, man.
She sounds like a really incredible person.
Well, she's just an Oceanid right now. Let's just go find her and just be all like, yo, be an Oceanid here.
She really was. She gave everything she had to her troop and the people in it. All of us were so proud to call her our director. I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage.
I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer. My parents weren't around when I was little, so I got sent to an orphanage. Pardon me? Hold the phone. Are you telling me that this guy was just literally like... his dad or mom was like a murderer? Oh my lord. You're gonna go into that more. Body just hurts. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, you know, take it slow. Hopefully you feel better. Like, you have Koki. And Koki is the best for Hyperbloom. And why Sino's really good, though. Like, Sino's just good. I don't know what you're complaining about. In this quest, the Traveler and Paimon are complete assholes to Furina. And Hoyo did Furina made me dislike her even more as a character, such as... Really? I think they made a really good character with Furina. However, Paimon and Traveler are being absolute, like, jerks. Well, Paimon mostly.
The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though. I was an easy target, and they knew it.
Oh.
One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point. Thought the whole world was out to get me.
Oh my god.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
The director.
Yeah. For the first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
Absolutely depressing. But I'm liking this story quest so far because I actually think what they're doing with Furina is interesting. A destitute character who was playing a role for 500 years now has no idea what to do with themselves other than make macaroni and cheese. Because that's so real. That's such a real thing. It's like, I have no idea who I am or what to do. Better have some mac and cheese. That's really all there is.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss Furina.
Sino's a DPS, neither Hyperbloom character. He can do both, though. That's the thing. He's kind of you can kind of put him in both. I think he's better at just doing, like, raw, like, aggravate, but, like, if you want to go in and mix in Hyperbloom, it's perfectly serviceable. It's quite good still.
Furina? The Furina? Oh my god. How did you manage to wrangle that?
Oh my god! He didn't say, oh my Archon.
Please, The honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
How many more tragic backstories do you think we're due for?
Even so, this is just... Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down. Now, where was I?
Yeah, how's your masterpiece coming along?
Yes, the script, of course. Let me give you a rundown of how the story unfolds in my version of the script.
Okay.
I'm sure you're already familiar with the beginning of the story. A little Oceanid decides she wants to become a human, against the wishes of her family.
Right.
She finds love and friendship in the bustling city. But then, disaster strikes.
Oh, I guess this guy plays the prince?
The people start to notice that all the fresh water in the surrounding area is slowly disappearing. The soil is becoming arid. Plants and flowers are withering. And the people begin to panic.
Don't panic. Also, Sprix, you'll be forced to play the trial Lenny in the event. Is there no other options for characters? Oh, we'll see when we get there.
Little Oceanid, Cleo, and her lover decide to do something about it and investigate the truth of the matter together. In the end, they discover that all the waste and pollution created by humans over the years has caused the fresh water to flee the land, as if driven by a consciousness of its own.
This is sounding suspiciously, like, if you keep playing this, for a second I thought, like, is this going to be, like, the serial killer story? I expected her to be, like, a Joker based on her design with a personality kind of like Mona from Persona 5. But she's depressed fake Archon instead, and they made her story quest just, you bully her. The bullying part I'm not, like, into, but I will say right now, the actually way they wrote her, I think is fantastic. I think the writing is really good. Now, I'm not saying that you not liking the direction they took and preferring would have liked something else, totally reasonable and valid. But for my money, though, I like what they've done. I think it's unique. It's interesting.
Consciousness?
Because it's very real. I relate with this character.
The water is sentient?
I relate with this character more than, like, you may understand. When she's coming home from the grocery store only with macaroni and cheese because that's all she wanted, she's like, all I can make is macaroni and cheese. Like, that's me in college. That was my college life. Just mac and cheese.
Water as a conscious entity. There's actually quite a few stories that explore this theme.
I mean, oceanids are basically water with consciousness.
Since the little Oceanid is a water spirit, she immediately understands how the water is feeling. She then tells her lover about her true identity, as well as the truth behind the crisis.
If you have the trial characters... Oh, yeah, no, I know that. I poked my head into it a little bit on the free-to-play account at one point, just to see what it was like, and I get the basic concept. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the caffeine is not strong enough.
For who she is, and works with her to find a way to bring the water back. However, unbeknownst to them, there were some people eavesdropping when she revealed her secret.
Was it the guy on the left?
The little Oceanid is accused of being directly responsible for driving the water away, and faces the greatest dilemma of her life.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
And then?
In the end, she makes the brave decision to sacrifice herself to save her lover, and the rest of humanity.
Huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Didn't they all treat Cleo like a villain? Why would she want to save them after that?
Well, literally. It's good, but not what I expected based on what they showed us, so I'm disappointed. Also, don't post trial characters. They're just there if you like the characters to use. For the event specifically, it looks like they give you a list of approved characters, and you're only allowed to use those ones, and if you don't have them, you use the trial.
Well, she mainly wanted to save her lover, plus everyone who'd stood up for her.
Through her love for her human partner, she was able to find an even greater love.
So it's like a mix mash. So there's probably other characters other than Linny that can fill that role.
Surely the biggest strength of Cleo's character.
So the event, you get some trial characters, and you have the trial characters, you already play with them. If you don't, you can't. Yeah, no, exactly. I get the basics of this event. We've had it before.
You know the protagonist is supposed to represent the director, right? And she never had the chance to become a hero in our world.
I mean,
if we're serious
she is
about
a hero.
dedicating this show to her memory, we should make the ending as true to life as possible.
What are you talking about? She is a hero in this world. She is a hero to you three.
What about
Dum-dum.
the little Oceanid is hounded to death by people who hate her. Her lover makes sure her secret never gets out, and humanity continues down the path to extinction.
No, it's a horrible ending.
Sounds like too cruel cruel of an ending to me.
That's a manga ending if I've ever heard it.
A little irresponsible to present to the audience.
I will check back later. This quest is cringe to me. You're cringe. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. That's okay, man. Take care, dude. I appreciate you. Hope to see you back soon.
That ending would be a perfect mirror to Director O'Reilly's death. Both arbitrary and meaningless. On the day when she went missing, Director O'Reilly had instructed us all, somewhat out of the blue, to leave the court of Fontaine and wait for her outside the city. We waited and waited at the rendezvous point, but she never came. By the time we returned to the city, she disappeared without a trace.
It's not like the last one that you got trial characters. You got like 6 trial characters. I think we've had a version of it come up where it was like the character selection was limited.
We looked for her.
Maybe that was a different event. But anyway.
But she was nowhere to be found. Increasingly, all the signs seemed to point to her being the latest victim in the serial disappearances case.
The director was the kindest soul in the world. Yet she was senselessly sacrificed for the sake of a so-called experiment by someone who had nothing to do with her at all.
Brutal.
But doesn't the way she suddenly told you to leave the city suggest that maybe she had some sense of what was about to happen? It almost seems as if she was moving you to safety.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to follow up on that ever since, but all my efforts so far have turned up nothing. Villemont might know something, but he won't open up to me.
Of course not.
Villemont? The one who's playing the role of the villain?
Yeah. He's been overwhelmed by grief. I think the director's death hit him hardest of all.
And I think I can play. That's good.
Grief? Guilt, more like. Also, I have a hard time imagining that anyone took it harder than me.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. Don't make mourning a contest. That's never good for anyone.
Because, well, speaking of the play being true to life, I was deeply, madly in love with O'Reilly.
Oh.
What? You kept that one quiet.
Yeah, seriously, damn. I didn't know a thing about
It's time
it.
to be upfront with you all. No more keeping secrets from each other. We'll never be able to agree on the ending if we can't be honest about how we feel. I did tell her how I felt once, but she turned me down pretty much straight away.
Damn, get wrecked.
She said that we were all like brothers and sisters to her, and she never considered us as potential romantic partners.
Oof. Oh, got brother zoned. Oh, hate to see it.
Not that it came as a shock or anything. It was what I was expecting to hear. So I told her I'd always be there for the troop, and I'd always be there for her.
And if I only can play with my characters, oh boy, I think I only have one for today was Waterboy. Oh shite.
I said, maybe
Tough choices.
One day in the future,
The event's not that hard
everyone's
though, so we should be
settled into
fine.
their own lives and on the up and up, and managing the troop no longer required her constant attention. Well, maybe then she could reconsider what she really wanted in her life. And now, that day will never come.
Guy got brother zoned. Hate to see it.
So if I'm the one writing this ending, then I'm gonna make sure it does right by O'Reilly. I
O'Reilly.
won't let anyone get in the way of that.
In that case, you have to straighten things out with Villemont once and for all, face to face.
Fight him.
We've all had our differences of opinion over the ending, but those two have never seen eye to eye on anything. One of them has to compromise if we're ever going to reach a final decision.
Oh, he probably was madly in love with her too or something. I don't know. Let's see where this goes.
Looks like it's time to go visit Villemont.
If you
Are
don't,
you ready to face the truth?
Honestly, I'm slightly terrified. But for the sake of our final performance, I'll do whatever it takes.
Level 70, no artifacts, level 25 sword, and low talents. That's a real build right there. That's a man's build.
Funny you should ask, though.
Oh god, poor Shinsho. Poor
I
guy.
do get what I'm going through right now.
No respect.
I certainly do. Come on, everyone. Allons-y.
Alonzi? I think that just means let's go, right? Or like away we go. Alexa, what does allons-y mean in English?
I don't know that one.
Alright, let me try rephrasing that. Alexa, translate allons-y from French to English.
I don't know that one.
Alexa, Alexa, translate French to English.
I'm sorry, I can no longer translate conversations. To translate a phrase, say how do you say hello in French?
Okay, let me try this. Alexa, how do you say allons-y in English?
I don't know that one.
Damn it! Alright, let me try this then. Alexa, how do you say let's go in French?
Let's go. In French is allons-y.
Okay, it is let's go. Yeah, I thought so.
This is tough going. Delphi.
Oh. I missed some dialogue because of that. Cryoslimes.
This journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Don't worry. We should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour.
Furina, I don't know how to break this to you, but I'm Hydro right now. I can't fight Hydro Slimes. Are you out of your mind?
Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
We're just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen Furina in a fight before.
Huh, I'm curious. Did she ever have... I know she doesn't have any, like, abilities outside of, you know, existing as a normal person, but I just wonder if she could have actually done anything. Curious. Well, do you even think I can put him in a build? Hey, welcome back, J-Squeeze. You think that I could put him in a build? Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Chincho's just good. You just need to upgrade him. Fight! Fight!
Yeah, but don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her powers so it could be converted into Indemnidium. Miss Furina said so herself.
Yeah, no, that is true, actually.
Precisely. And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway. As much as it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
The Furina fight with a sword. I mean, like, hey, I fought, like, with no elemental power with just a dull blade. You can do it, too. It's not that hard. Just pick up a stick and just start swinging.
Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
Ah, c'est la vie. This doesn't require god-level powers. Don't you know any self-defense? I would like to just say, ah, c'est la vie. In case you're curious, that literally means, ah, that's life. I'm gonna ask, you know any self-defense?
Lay off, all right? My bluff is hanging from a thread here.
I'm not asking to be rude. I'm asking for your well-being here. Do you know how to, like, swing a sword? Like, serious question.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not actually trying to be mean.
Carried away. Please help us out, would you?
Yeah, of course.
Aw, too bad. I was so pumped to feast my eyes on fight mode Furina.
Fight mode! Fight mode! I love it. Has there been any froggy business while I've been gone? Not really, no, actually. Not much for frogs. There's a butterfly.
Don't worry, piece of cake.
But I'm a hydro traveler. I can't fight these things. Well, that's fine. I have... This is why we have Dia.
Time to go. One with nature.
This might be slight overkill. Get over here. Whack! Oh god, there's more.
Into the wind.
Okay, this might actually be like horrendous overkill for this, but you know what? It's kind of funny, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Smile! Everybody stand bravo! Good show!
Easy.
You certainly live up to your reputation.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway,
Violence.
the path is cleared now, so onwards and upwards.
Yep, onwards and upwards, indeed. So where does this guy live? Is he, like, live out here? In seclusion? Ooh, hold on. Oh, also, I even took some time yesterday to farm some regular ore on the free-to-play account, and you know what? Man, that's so... I do not remember all the ore spawn spots. I was, like, floundering. I'm like, I know there's ore somewhere. Anyway, let's see what's going on here. Give me some more lore.
Are you there?
You know what rhymes with lore? Ore. We're getting both right now.
Huh? Oh, it's you guys. Wait, what's Lady Furina doing here?
That's a good question.
I can explain.
I can't.
We've been rounding up the whole troop. We now have everyone except you.
Mm-hmm. Dolphy explains the whole sequence of events.
So, you think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone?
Yeah, they think that. I think they're wrong, but they do think that.
I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
It was me. I murdered her somehow.
If I open this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Oh dear, what did you do? Did you actually? Is this your fault?
Fiamma, avoiding the truth will not help anyone.
Okay, how bad is this going to be?
Unless you mean to suggest that Aureli's death had something to do with you.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen, Fiamma. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone. But now, I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show.
Murderer, murderer, murderer. I hope not. That would just be like, this whole Fontaine has been so dark from start to finish, but holy hell, this quest has been nothing but depressing, and I'm like, let's not layer this any more than it needs to be.
Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
Mm-hmm.
This is why people think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that was nowhere near enough.
Got it. Sprix, we're at 400. What? No way. 400 subs? Are you serious? No way. You're full of it. No way. That video wasn't doing that good, actually. And stream's been super quiet today. Yeah, no, I'm not up to 400. In fact, I lost a subscriber. Oh. Oh, now thanks, Foxy. Now I'm just sad. We're not at 400, Foxy. We've actually gone down one. Now I'm just sad. I actually lost a subscriber today. Well, you know. Wait, hold on. Did I read that right? It was, yeah, 394. Yeah. I lost a subscriber, not gained 5. Yeah. Well, thanks for that, Foxy. Now I'm sad. Set up review at 400? Ah, maybe. I don't know. I'll do something. Probably just playing TCG at 400 if I'm being honest, but anyway.
We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire.
I'll get you to 400 later. Oh my goodness. MDR coming in with like the gifted
Anyway,
subscriptions, more or less.
One day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances.
Oh no.
It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods that I realized the drink in question was synth.
Oh, shoot.
Isn't that the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I remember it induces a state of euphoria, but also messes up the body.
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well.
I will take revenge on those who unsubscribe. Don't worry about it, Foxy. It's, I don't know. Maybe the last video that came out just wasn't good, high enough quality. I mean, it was a compilation and like a clip show, so maybe people just didn't vibe with it because it's not my usual stuff. But I don't know. Every time here's the thing, when I lose subscriptions or like a video doesn't do as well, I like to try to figure out what was not as good about it. Like what was the failure? But that aside, it's alright though. Well, I'll just tell people to sub or share your live, and they will, you know. I appreciate that, MDR, I really do.
But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe could not agree to this collaboration.
Yeah, they're trying to pass out drugs in the audience.
The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay. And then I was going to sort it on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault. But things only got worse from there. The synth merchant just wouldn't let up, and suddenly the director told us all to leave the city one day. I knew then that things must have reached a boiling point. I admit this whole thing was my mistake. I didn't dare to tell any of you the truth back then, and after the director disappeared, I was even more afraid to say anything.
Oh. So it was kind of this guy... I mean, it wasn't this guy's fault. Like, there's no way he could have made that connection, but still, that's messed up. Want me to sub on all my other accounts? I appreciate that, but I recommend against that because I'm pretty sure that's against TOS. Like, I think that's against the terms of service of YouTube, so I would recommend against it. Your mistake gave them motive to kidnap and murder her. You brought...
Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
No.
Hey, don't say that.
You traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us?
Okay, here he comes. I think it'll get you 4 more subs. I mean, I'm just saying, man, I appreciate it, but if I'm gonna get subscriptions, I want it to be on my own merit, you know? Like, I want to be like, able to say, like, I earned it, to a sense. I told a few people to sub, and I appreciate that, man. And, like, having you boo multiples of the same one, rather than, like, if you want to really be helpful, you could also do what MDR is doing. You know, share the channel around, you know? If you know people who are interested in Genshin and might like my content, you know, recommend, you know, share it with them. Pass on the recommendation, you know? It means a lot to me. Like, I appreciate it a ton. Honestly, you don't have to do anything, really. I just appreciate you guys being here, hanging out, you know? That's the important part.
What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her!
No, you probably couldn't have.
How could you be so stupid?
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Oh, speaking of which, Amore Kids and Party Rentals. Thank you for the subscription. That's kind of wild. Also, Rock and Ruin. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. People are weird, true. I mean, I got Damien here. Exactly. As well as my sister and cousin to sub. Exactly. That's more than enough, man. Just like I said, just being here and hanging out, that is more than enough. That's all I need.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Never tell someone who's upset to calm down. Never works. Ever.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life. And he has the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
Sprix, you're at 400 now. Oh my goodness. More Kids and Party Rentals, my company. Oh wow, no way. That's kind of wild, actually. Does that mean I'm being sponsored? Is that how that works? Am I actually at 100 now? I'm just gonna check. Oh my god, 402. Jesus Christ. I guess we have to do a special, like, another like out there stream. I don't know. I don't know anyone who plays Genshin except people in my class. I mean, like, hey, like, if you want to share the content with, like, friends and stuff, word of mouth is a good way to help the channel out. I'm not asking you to do anything. Like, you don't have to do anything. No expectations. But if you wanted to do something, that would be, like, the easy thing. You know, just share it around. So, MDR, though, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the help, dude. Like, I want to grow the channel. Like, my goal is 500 subscriptions before the end of the new year. Which is... It'll be close, but I think it might be doable. And yeah, Damien came over to mine yesterday and tried to convince me that birds are better than frogs. That's how it started. Oh, now I understand. Where did seagulls fit into that conversation?
All I can say is I'm sorry. Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm just a coward who made an awful, terrible mistake that I can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer. It's what I deserve.
Oh my god. 500 will be dope. Seriously, if I can pull off 500, that's such a huge boon to the channel, because I get, like, so many more features from YouTube that I can, like, take advantage of then. Seagulls were an example of why birds weren't. Oh, okay. That's where it came from.
End my life, so I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Get out of my sight! Go! Get lost! I don't ever want to see your face again!
Kind of a guy.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you!
Yeah, Furina, tell him. Yeah, while I was playing Genshin. Seagulls and Genshin. What a weird mix.
Can you stop conflating the show on stage with your real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
Yeah, Furina, you tell him.
You're right.
Hey, welcome back, Polar.
I'm sorry.
Furina isn't wrong, though. She's not. No, she's laying it down, man. Where's Furina gonna fight? I don't know.
On stage,
I'm very curious to see where this goes.
Point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe.
Welcome, bro. Yeah, thank you so much, MDR, man. I really do appreciate it.
But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe.
Furina's cooking, no kidding. The end of this quest is good. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if we're gonna make it in time, though. I've kind of stalled out here a little bit.
To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside.
Oh, right. I'm looking at the time and I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense.
And that's what you should be celebrating.
I forgot the stream died for a little while.
I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
We owe 400. Yeah, seriously. You can thank MDR for that one.
Yeah.
So think hard about what that means. And then think again about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other.
Okay, no more F2P, then probably not today. But I'll try to sneak it in down the line.
If you hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured?
Yeah, this took a little longer. It's not longer than I expected, but like it definitely. I went slow through a lot of parts. So.
And the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again.
But what was the incident that started off the stream? Oh, the problem was that my dad turned off the internet by accident, and the stream died for like probably like 5-10 minutes or something. So it threw my timer off. So my timer says 2.5 hours, and I'm looking at the time, and I'm like, I only got like 30 minutes left. That's not right. And I realized, oh right, the stream died. So I had to start a new one, which throws things right off. I came for my new job interview on Wednesday. Oh, good luck with that, Jay Squeezy. I hope it goes well.
If she'd seen Paulo and Vilmont at each other's throats like that, she would have scolded them exactly like you did, in that same stern voice.
She was the director the whole time.
Really? But she sounded like such a gentle person.
Yeah, the gentle ones are the ones you gotta watch out for.
Of course she was. Even her harshest lectures came from a place of kindness, and it showed. She really was a truly outstanding person.
What you said, it really puts everything into perspective.
Indeed.
I'm truly sorry. I really meant for this to be a genuine apology, but I ended up making it all about me and my self-pity.
I think your dad has a 50 IQ movie turned off the Wi-Fi. He's doing his best. It was an accident. These things happen. I don't know if I should pull for Furina or save for Raiden. Honestly, they're both good. Depends on which one you like more.
It's all right. Let's save all this for after the performance.
Indeed.
So,
Pity parties are for later.
what are we gonna do about it?
Write a good script.
Clearly,
Do both?
everyone
You might be able to pull it
needs
off
to
if you're
step
lucky.
back and
Just get
reflect
lucky.
on what really matters. When emotions are running high, things get lost in the fray.
True.
The end of the story needs to focus back on O'Reilly herself. She's the true star of the show.
It might actually be possible to find out more about her fate.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean actually by
The
that?
was right. You once investigated that underwater synth base and recovered items belonging to the victims.
Yeah.
If you could find anything that O'Reilly left behind, perhaps we can get a better sense of what she went through in her final days.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You really think that's possible?
I don't see why it wouldn't
I
be.
trust that nobody would object to the ending of the story being based on O'Reilly's true
I like
feelings.
Furina more, but Raiden would be better for my account. Go for the one you like more. Honestly, you'll feel better about it in the grand scheme of things. Because if you just don't like Raiden, even though they're really good for your account, you're probably going to find yourself not using her all that much, and the teams that she's buffing and making good use of, you're not going to want to run as much. So, that's my thought on it. Just try to pull for a 4-star character and say in your mind that you don't care what Furina... I mean, yeah, you could do that. That's a way of doing it. No.
Well, we'll leave this in your capable hands.
Come,
Sure.
let's pay a visit to the Palais Mermonia. The rest of you, head back to the rehearsal location for now, and wait for our good news.
Cool. I'm going to try to finish this quest today. To anyone who has done this quest, no spoilers, how close to the end am I? Can we finish it in like half an hour or so? Oh, right, we have to be Charlotte. So I wanted the Cryo Claymore, and I got Risley. I don't know anything. Foxy, that is so funny when you say it like that, I'm not going to lie. Hey, Foxy, what do you know? I don't know anything. Brain empty. Brain smooth. Quest? Yeah, it's the Fury Story Nick quest.
Connected to victims of the serial disappearances case, but that case has been closed for quite a while now.
Yeah, I know. I closed it.
Still, since you were the ones who discovered and submitted the evidence in the first place, you don't actually have to submit an application. Okay, please hold on. I'll have someone dig them out.
Thanks, Sardine. Okay, quest reward? Oh, that's true. I could check that. That's a good choice.
This is all O'Reilly left behind. Just whatever she was carrying on her person, and this tattered old notebook.
That seems like a good piece of, like, potential information.
It's full of script lines. And sketches, too. Looks like they show where the different props should be placed on stage.
Let me take a look. Maybe there's something in here from after she was kidnapped. Aha! I found something.
Convenient.
To whoever discovers this diary. Let's see.
Sprix, I've decided to save for Raiden unless I like her playstyle more. Boom, there you go. You solved it by yourself. See, that's the thing. When it comes to questions of who should I pull for, the answer has to come from within. I can't tell you the answer. I can guide you to the answer, but you're the one who has to come up with the answer. That's the secret. I should try to complete some story quests for books. It's not a bad idea. It's a good time investment. Also, when the banner releases... Can you wish for me, Sprix? I don't see why not. I probably can.
Looks like she kept a detailed record of her...
Maybe I can get a few more people interested in it. I can do a few people.
She even mentions the truth behind the experiments on dissolving young women. If we'd had the chance to examine this notebook carefully back then, it would have been a conclusive piece of evidence proving Vacher's guilt.
Vacher took so many lives. It's still so unthinkable how many victims he had.
He was a serial killer. A serial hydrator. I should farm chests in Sumeru also. You did not show me how to get to the domain. Oh, shoot, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll do that as soon as I can. I'll probably get a moment to check my quest log, too.
Wait, it cuts off.
Something wrong?
Her handwriting here gets patchier and more illegible by the line. She probably didn't have much strength left. Her final words are... I'll let you read them for yourselves.
That's some weird final words. Someone else was taken. That makes 6, or perhaps 7th? Someone tried to escape yesterday but was caught. She hasn't been seen since. Was it yesterday? Maybe not. I've long since lost track of time. Sorry, I don't know if writing this is of any use, or how much longer I can do it for. I can already see my fate approaching, but what terrifies me even more is the thought of seeing others from the troop here. Have I truly protected them? Sorry? I'm so sorry. I can't write anymore. I think I have a fever. Okay, I can't write anymore. And then there's more. Okay, sure. If you win your 50-50, I'll let you wish on the weapon banner. Of course. I might make you do my pulls for my Raiden as well. I'm saving up for it. Ooh, that could be fun. 6 and 7. Does that mean Archons? Maybe? Give me some of that streamer luck. If I have any to share, absolutely. I think I have a fever, and my old stomach troubles have returned, but no one gives me any medicine. I suppose I'm more fortunate than Cressy. The pain keeps her awake at night. I suppose they think that anything goes so long as the experimental subjects can be used up before they die. It's so damp here. I have given her my blanket. So cold, so cold, so cold. As long as one persists, all things will pass. There will be a reward for hard work. I like to tell them such things. but it is I who am losing my grip. If anyone sees this, troop, safe, I, them, important, please, farewell, apologize, life, perform, future, regret, Cleo. This page is an absolute mess, and the writer's pen seems to have wandered its surface at random. Only some words can be made out, and barely at that. From this page onward, the diary stops and is replaced with lyrics from musicals. There are some form of newspaper clippings other than handwritten. Others are handwritten, with many crossings out and changes. It is apparent that the page is referenced often. And this was a personal notebook of Aurelie.
She was so terrified.
Man, that's messed up. That is so messed up. I should have run 10k primos for you. That's pretty good. Okay, it's saving time. I'm saving for 10 pull. Also, I have 2 wishes at the Tendo tree. Also, Sprix forgets a lot of things. Oh, yeah, no, I forget about tons of stuff. My memory is bad. She watched the girls dissolve right in front of her and had to wait for her own death in silence. Jesus.
Been a mighty hero in the eyes of her troop, but at the end of the day, she was only human. I can't bear to think how painful and lonely her final days must have been.
It's a good thing Vache got absolutely mind broken by as revenge, and he got his brain melted and his soul erupted. Good thing. Screw that guy. He was an absolute monster.
This part on the last page sounds strangely familiar.
What was it? Oh, okay. Flipping through the notebook, the lyrics continue. However, one page has been torn out, folded up, and placed next to the last blank page. At the bottom of the faded note, there's 2 lines Aurelie had written. Handwriting is much more legible than before, but it seems to look like a great effort and great deal of time to write. If you become human... Excuse me. Ooh. Sorry, I got a bit of a... There we go. So, you ever have that feeling of just like a burp stuck in your chest? That's what I had going on there for a second. If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want? Because I am an older sister to them. I love them.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this still what you want?
I'm going to get C6 Hydro Traveler before Sprix, probably at this rate. I've been taking my time. Hey, I'd let you pull, but I'm pulling for either lose to Dia or for guaranteed Raiden or Kazuha. Or just like until I'm 65 out of 70 and then save. But if you want, you can pull. I wouldn't mind. Well, when that time rolls around, we'll see where you're at and see how you feel about it. No need to make decisions right now.
Because I am an older sister to them.
Oh.
So she didn't regret her decision. Even as she sat in silence, waiting for death to come. I'm sure this is what the troop would have hoped to hear as well. She had their utmost trust, admiration, and love, and she truly deserved it. Let's go. It's time for them to learn Director Aurelie's final thoughts.
Well, this is horribly depressing, but, like, damn. You know, it just kind of goes to show that, like, the serial disappear, like, the 4.0 questline with, like, the serial disappearances was, like, such a heavy questline. Like, good God, that was, like, rough. It's good, though. Like, it's so engaging. It gets you so interested. Edge of your seat, you're like, oh my God. Like, I cannot believe... It makes you just go, oh my God. Like, you can't believe it. It gets you gobsmacked, which is like, damn. It's effective. Oh, this is the house. This quest is so depressing, but so good. Seriously. Also, how close to the end are we, Jay Squeezy? Are we rolling up? Like, are we almost done, you figure? If Rick somehow gets primos for a 10 pull when he gets to my account, you can do it on the Furina banner. Oh. Don't get ahead of yourself. Anyway, after reading through the notebook, some are lost for words, some weep bitterly, and some grind their teeth and howl with rage. Interesting. A long time passes before the group is able to calmly come together and finally make a decision.
She deserves a hero's farewell. If that's the only way to convey to the audience the courage and selflessness that she showed in the face of death, then it's a meaningful way to end the story.
Even in the last moments of her life, she was still leaving a trail for others to follow.
She did her best to protect as many people as possible, even if it meant sacrificing herself.
Sag.
We know what choice our little Oceanid would have made now. I don't think any more discussion is necessary.
Yeah, 10 minutes to go, I think, maybe more. Okay, well, about 10-15 minutes, that's perfect. They'll take us right to the end of stream.
Well, Vilma, if we put the past aside for now, do you think you can bring yourself to go ahead with the show?
You better.
I will channel all my regret and put
I
it
will
into my
channel.
performance to make this a show worthy of our director.
Indeed. Ah, my TV turned off. Never mind, it's
I
back.
won't ask for your forgiveness, and you don't need to worry about my feelings. This final farewell show should be about Director O'Reilly and her alone.
Then it seems like we've reached a consensus.
Excuse me.
I have a feeling that this will turn out to be the most mesmerizing performance of your lives.
I feel like Furina should just be the director for the new director for them.
How can you be so sure when you've never even seen them perform before?
Don't worry, she's an expert. She's a pro.
Don't underestimate my experience. After watching a countless number of musicals, I've learned one important thing. If you want to move the audience with your music, you must fully commit and immerse yourself in your role, pouring all your emotion into your performance.
Yep, that is true. I'm saying that because I'm saving for a 10 pull, and if I somehow get close to getting a 10 pull, and you somehow get for a 10 pull, I say I'm not forcing you to do it, you can do it. Okay, I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Human emotions, love, hate, regret, and hope. Just the most mesmerizing things in this world. I don't believe anybody could be more committed to bringing this story to life on the stage than they are now.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Miss Furina. And thank you for supporting us through all this.
Yeah.
Then, let's not delay things any longer. We need to discuss the details of the ending and get it nailed down once and for all.
So I'm assuming, yeah, we're gonna have one of those like animated vignettes for the ending of this, and it's gonna be the play.
Actually,
Just gonna go
before
ahead and
that,
guess that.
I'd like to make a proposal.
A proposal? What flavor is
During
it?
the curtain call, please allow me to use the director's name instead of my own.
Ooh, like a pseudonym.
Huh? But then...
After all, this role was originally meant to be played by the director. I'm just filling in for her.
She's a stand-in for a stand-in.
Besides, a role commemorating her life should be associated with her name.
Well, if you're sure you're okay with that, I have no objection to it.
Now we're talking like a serious acting troupe.
Indeed.
All right.
A golden
I'll
troupe, you
find
could say.
Your musical while I go and procure a stage.
Can she do that?
Stage?
Do you have the ability to do that?
Oh, it's okay. Our usual place doesn't need a reservation.
Oh, that's
That
convenient.
place? Oh, don't be silly. For an extraordinary show, we need an extraordinary stage.
Oh, jeez.
By which I, of course, mean the Opera Epiclese.
Yeah, literally, like, yeah, we're like street performers. We like do like a little like sideshows and stuff. She's like, nah, biggest stage in the country. Let's go.
Whoa, wait, what?
No. That's never going to work. It's far too fancy for the likes of us.
I like to say I'm at 1580 primos, and when you get to my account, to get 20 primos somehow, you can do a 10 pull. I feel like, okay, I understand, Foxy.
What are you afraid
Well, we'll
of?
see when we get there. We'll cross that
Surely
bridge
you
when we
don't
get there,
think
one
that
step at a
Aurelia's
time.
story is unworthy of the grandest stage in Fontaine.
No, that's not what I meant.
It is supposed to be your grand finale, right?
Go big or go home.
I have no problem with it then. How about the rest of you?
You think she could? I guess she could just roll up into Nervalette's office. Yo, I want to make a play. Big stage me. Big stage now. His hair does not match his head.
I'll take your silence as a yes. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. It really is a dream come true.
Wouldn't it be like a hell of a plot twist if it turns out like the play is just awful?
Well, then don't disappoint me.
Wouldn't that just be like absolutely unfounded?
If you mess this up, it'll reflect poorly on me too. Come on. We'll need to get the go-ahead from Nervilette. I know just where to find him.
Probably in his office if I had to wager a guess, but... Or maybe not? Is he chilling outside the Palais to save me some time? Hey, if I have to have one less loading screen, I'll take it. Mr. Neverlet, Mr. Neverlet.
Hey,
Can I have a picture?
look at that. Looks like I guessed right.
You were just
Oh man, I've been like lagging a lot today. No
I knew
good.
You'd be here.
I'm here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, traveler in Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
That's a good question.
I would like to book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see,
You share the story of the little oceanit with Neverlet along with the backstory.
The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult.
Oh, good.
The story of the little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
Beautiful. It's farming. Stop check.
I will
Oh,
say,
right.
however,
God
that
damn
I
it.
am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
what do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn.
I'm trying to see, is that a vision on her or is that just the gem? I think it's just the gem.
One thing
Or wait.
led to another, and
I can't quite tell.
here we are. In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court.
I'll let
giving
you
our
know
opinions
when the
on
time
isolated
comes.
cases.
Also,
Although
gotta go. Have a good
they
one. Alright, thank you so much for hanging out, Polar. Have a great day, man.
each and every
Appreciate you.
Maybe it's because I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
You think she can see from her left eye? Like with the crazy water drop pupil? Can you see through that, you think?
I am truly delighted to see
I guess
you
the other one's a
finally
water
in
drop
this
too,
life.
actually, shape. Never mind.
Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Well, if the little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist, Cleo, are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly
see.
be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
I cannot wait until she makes an exception.
Nor do I think it is any
The
great
power
shame.
of pure
There's
water.
no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage.
She has the power of Hinata from Naruto. Wait. How did Hinata's power work? Isn't her whole thing like, it's not pressure points, it's like chakra points or something, right? And also she's blind.
This experience is a
Yeah, okay, I get what you're saying. I get it, I get it.
feel
It
like
took me a
I've
second,
learned
but I think I
lot,
get it.
And it has already been
The
well
eyes
worth
thing.
the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious. They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
Yeah, I figured it out for a second. Oh yeah, Byakugan. Good old Byakugan. Oh my god, the stupid eyes thing from Naruto. Everyone had special eyes. It was a good show. I like Naruto. That's an anime that had a pretty good ending. Until they unended it, but that was a different problem.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not.
She's a director.
I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe.
Oh god,
once
not
the
paperwork.
details are confirmed.
I remembered to mute it that time. Oh god, excuse me. Whew. You watch Boruto, his son? Please don't tell me you stopped like everyone else. I tried watching it, man. Guy, I'm sorry. I did not like Boruto. He is not a... I couldn't do it. And no, Furina's not blind. You're just making a comparison because she has special eyes.
You are very welcome.
I tried watching Boruto. I really did. I did not like it. Like, I watched the first movie. That movie that came out that bridged the two series together, and I'm like... The whole movie was basically summed up as, and then Naruto solved the problem and Boruto was there. That's the show. Naruto solves the problem, but wait, Boruto was there. Or better yet, Boruto was the problem. I know it's different, I know it's not all like that, but like, man... I didn't like it. The first part is boring. First part's deathly boring. Nothing happens. But I couldn't get into it, though. I tried, I couldn't do it. And truth be told, Naruto ended on such a good note, and I feel like Boruto didn't really do anything with it, you know? I think they could have done a better job with it. Watch all of it, though. I stayed loyal.
Good news, everyone.
I respect it.
It's done. The Opera Epiclese is booked.
I like Naruto, a piece of art, and Boruto ruined it. I don't know if ruined it. Here's the thing. It didn't ruin it because Naruto is still good. Boruto did not make Naruto bad. Boruto is just not as good. And you know what the problem with it is? It's trying... It could have been an interesting show as like a continuation of new characters in the same setting. It leans way too hard on the original series, though. For the most part, from my experience. In the end, he just saves the day because Naruto and Sasuke got beaten up. So Boruto saved everyone. Yeah, it doesn't feel earned. That's the problem, and none of it feels earned.
Thanks to my eloquent and impassioned speech, Monsieur Neuvillette was moved to provide us with a fitting stage for this special performance. We've had to fight.
You have about 5 minutes of quest left. That's fine. I can go a little bit over time.
But we now have all of the ingredients necessary to stage a truly spectacular performance. A touching story, a magnificent venue, and last but not least, a passionate and dedicated cast.
Yay.
Now, let's work together and make this show the best it can be.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is truly wonderful.
And then there's the girl with, like, the bowl cut in the background who's had, like, one line of dialogue.
The sooner we can finalize the ending, the more time we'll have to rehearse.
But in Boruto, Naruto got a new power. And Borin mode. Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like it was trying to continue Naruto, not be its own thing. That was the problem I had with Boruto. It was feeling like it was a continuation of Naruto when it should have been its own thing.
Fiamma and I just went over some parts of the script and tweaked a few things. I think it's really going to resonate with the audience now.
Wow, you two had a constructive conversation? That's great!
But yeah, like I said, it's okay.
Communication is vital to any good performance.
The best transformation and stronger? Well, yeah, it's got to be. You always got to up the ante, right? If I'm going to farm chests, I need to put the controls on my phone. That should be easy enough to set up, right? I imagine they'd make it easy.
I never could have pictured this scene a few days
Also, I'm sorry about that, Foxy, about not getting opening up the map to try to help you out there, but I am trying to get through this as fast as possible now. I took too much time.
Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
I want to see the final product.
Please feel free to give us any comments or suggestions you have. We really value your input.
Oh, of course.
Hey, Loic, get over here. Time to practice the opening number.
Oh. More of this stuff. More of this stuff. Seriously, I like these. These vignettes. This is not the kind of thing I was expecting, but these are good vignettes. Instead of black screen, white text, that's much better.
Cleo. She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and hatred of our people is to blame. How can we hope to win back the water's favor if we don't change our ways?
This guy could be useful.
I am back.
Take him hostage.
Tired doing exercise.
Cleo
Good.
wants him back.
You gotta keep in shape. You gotta become shredded. Swole, right? Become strong like me.
Leave this place, O little Oceanid, and never, ever look back.
The people in the front row aren't clapping, but everyone else is. Very weird. Step on the gas. Working on it.
Everyone's really throwing themselves into their roles. I haven't seen such a fine performance in a long time. only...
If only what?
What should we do? It's almost time for her to take the stage.
Uh-oh.
Why does it have to be now?
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's going on? You're due on stage any second now.
Hey, they gave her the Oceanid hair. At least that's on brand.
No, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
I'll get something to eat. Good idea.
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
Oh my god, it is the intro of Parasite Eve. Now everyone in the audience is going to combust. Oh god.
What? I thought they'd cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
An Oceanid? Oh yeah, of course. Foxy, were you not paying attention? That's what she's playing an Oceanid. Like she's an actor playing an Oceanid.
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
Yo, real talk, if I ever get to the point as a streamer where I can just play whatever games I want instead of just like Genshin or anything, first game I want to play, or want to share with you guys, is a game called Parasite Eve. Totally.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
So, somehow saw this coming. Chekhov's disease.
This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
I see it. What's the question, Foxy? This is the final stretch.
Miss Furina,
What is it, another Paimon?
I'd like to make a request of you.
Uh-oh.
Say no more. If you're sick, you need to rest. I know what you're going to ask.
Ruh-roh.
Loic, your character has no more scenes, correct?
Oh, yeah. I think my scenes are all done. Although, I do have one more line. But I guess another guy in the troupe with a similar voice register could take it. Why?
Please take Delphi back to her place to rest. I'll sing the finale.
Ooh, is she actually going to sing it, or is it going to be a different voice actor? I'm curious.
From the sublime to the ridiculous. After all that, everything's come full circle.
Foxy, the game is called Parasite Eve.
Thank you,
2 words.
Miss Furina. I'm so sorry to put you in this position after everything you said.
Never mind. What's done is done. It's really my own fault for getting in too deep. No one likes regrets. Myself included. Leave it to me. I've watched you rehearse so many times that I've learned Cleo's part by heart.
I do not doubt your acting.
Come on, give me the vignettes. I'm ready for it.
Please allow me to ask just one more question. After all, this show is dedicated to the life and legacy of our director. What, in your opinion, is the reason Cleo shines so brightly?
Oh. It's a random question, but okay.
It's her pure heart.
It's going to be a Yunjin moment. So it's going to be in Japanese or another language? I'd assume Japanese. Or Chinese, sorry. Why did I say Japanese? Chinese. I know, for some reason I'm like, no, this is, yeah, Chinese. The Fontaine main theme is stuck in my head. It's a good theme. Is Furina going to be the ocean? She's going to play the character, yeah?
Despite all the pain and loneliness she had to endure, she never once stopped believing in the beauty in this world.
Well said. I leave Director O'Reilly in your hands.
Now, the only downside is that she goes on stage, everyone immediately recognizes her, right? Be ready for anything. Apparently. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Oh. Need more water. Remember, everyone, stay hydrated. I cannot emphasize that enough.
Is she here yet? Will she get here? She's not coming. You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Pardonneras-tu jamais? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité est nourrie.
That's French.
Toi, mon doux amour.
I think.
But what about your wish?
It's a song in French. That's kind of neat. Is she getting the I don't know. I don't know, Foxy. We're to find out.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Very on brand, actually. You know, we're in the French place and actually having the song be French. Premium decision. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. I can jam to this. Also, you know, Genshin Impact having good music? Wow, I'm shocked. But seriously, damn. Oh, wait. Excuse me. And just like that, yeah, there's a vision now. You're still going? Yeah, I am. What's up, Aiko? Where you been, Aiko? You've been, like, lurking? I like that guy. He's such a critic. Just, very good. Indeed. And then Captain Ahab in the background there going like, oh yeah! Pilot, what are you doing on stage?
Who was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
Valus? Who's Valus? Do we know this guy? I knew it! I mean, I figured. I'd have to show... That's why we wanted to do the story quest. I wanted to figure out where it came from. No, that's not Lady Furina. You're full of it.
She hasn't been seen for a while now. And she just appears out of nowhere?
Yeah, what are you talking about? She was here the whole time.
Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
Yee.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
She's a character playing another character played by another character.
That's not her name. What's going on?
It's like, you ever watch a movie called Tropic Thunder? Because that's, if you haven't seen Tropic Thunder, the movie's hilarious, but it's also, it's the movie that put Robert Downey Jr. back on the map and got him back to, like, being, like, a big-name actor again. And he's, like, one line, he's just like, I'm a dude playing a dude trying to be another dude. That's the concept. That's it. That's the whole story. It is, in fact, a doppelganger.
I've spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Furina, you have never played Spot the main character before, have you? Oh my god, you basically have. You're like one step away from Yu-Gi-Oh! Hair.
It's too bad that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice.
Look, we called that all from the start. Like, that rule was getting broken. There was no chance.
I have to admit that, despite everything.
Why am I on stage? I wasn't even a part of this production.
It felt good to be back on the stage again.
Maybe I was supposed to be like a stagehand or something. I don't know. Also, Full Solar liked Furina because she was human, but Raiden hated Scaramouche because he was too human. No, Raiden didn't hate Scaramouche. Why does everyone think Raiden hates Scaramouche? She really doesn't. I don't know if you can hear there's a cat fight outside my room. But anyway, you know, Raiden let Scaramouche go because she wanted him to have a normal human life. That was the point.
Finally,
y'all gotta read the lore.
We'd like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Haha! Get.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh no.
Oh, so it was Furina after all.
Oh, very discerning of you, sir.
She's back.
She's back. So Furina did not play as the Oceanid. We did not have a Furina banner, I guess. She abandoned him. She didn't. He thinks she abandoned him. That's the whole point. Remember, we had this conversation before, Aiko. The reason why Scaramouche's character arc is what it is and why it's interesting is because the 3 betrayals of Scaramouche never happened. That's the trick. That's the whole thing, was that he was completely misled. He didn't understand what was happening, and he thought he was betrayed. Never happened. That's the lore. Cats don't fight. What do you mean cats don't fight? Why do you think it's called a cat fight? Come on.
Honestly, what is you doing? You should have run that by me first.
Get wrecked. She was ambushed.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
That is true. I don't know about Fontaine specifically, but in general, that's good.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
He was like 3 months old. I don't know what the timeline was supposed to be like for how long he was, but it's like not like he wasn't like a full-grown adult. Because, you know, he's a robot, so... She wanted him to learn about the world as like a human being in that world on his own, not like some, you know, god wannabe. Which he ended up becoming anyway, but that was not her fault necessarily. That was Doctor. That was Doctore.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Pyres and pitchforks. She got captured. Didn't he cry once and she didn't want him? I don't think so. Look, she's got the vision now. I think so. Also, at most, you might have to sign a couple of autographs. Does she have... She does have the vision! You are right.
So easy. You can sign them for me.
Oh, of course. Oh, I'm her assistant now.
No, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
Yeah, seriously, explain?
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that.
Yeah, you're gonna just kind of gloss over that one, huh? Just be all like, oh yeah, this thing, whatever, it just happened. You know, it just sits there.
I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it?
Yeah, now you have superpowers.
I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Totally. Okay, Furina's the second character that got the character on a cutscene. Oh, you mean a vision in a cutscene? Let me think. That's not true. Unless you mean only playable characters, in which case, yes, that is true.
Wait,
There's been 2 other characters who've gotten them in cutscenes as well.
Let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yeah.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went.
But yeah, there's been 2 other characters. No, one? One other character that's gotten a vision. I keep thinking Stanley got one, but I'm like, no, he just saw Venti. He didn't actually get a vision. I don't think.
If nothing else.
Also, where is Zhao's vision? I don't know.
We accomplished what we set out to do.
I assume Zhao has a vision, but... Okay, so we are ostensibly done this quest, right? Like, the important part's done. All we have is the little bit of cleanup at the end, where we basically just go and chit-chat and get the final ending. We can do that tomorrow. It's just going to be a quick, like, a short conversation, probably, and then we can pick up on whatever we're doing. On his left arm? Oh, for Zhao? Probably... Hold on, let me check the character. I don't own Zhao, so I can't check this as neatly. Where's Zhao? Let's see. Where is his vision? He has a vision. Oh! Nope, there it is. It is, in fact, on his left arm. Well, more on his left wrist, but yeah. He wears it like a watch. You ever think he's just like, huh? Checks the time. Look at quests. Okay. Yeah, this is the last step. This is the last step for Primo Gems. I guarantee this is going to get me the reward, but I don't want to finish it right now. I'll finish it tomorrow. To answer your question, though, before I go, I'm assuming this is the domain you're looking for. Or is it this domain? There's 2 domains in the new area. Which one are you looking for? Foxy, what do you need to know? That's a weird place to put it. Well, actually, if you think about it, it's probably like the most normal place to put it. Like there, it's like a watch. It's such a natural place to put something. The only other place I'd naturally put something like that would be like around my neck, like a necklace or like a chain or something. No. All right. You said the last. Well, this is the last region we got in Sumeru. Yes. Alright, Foxy, I'm gonna throw you in a second. The second one you showed. This one. The Inland Sea. Oh, this one's easy to find. This one's literally in the Oasis. Yeah, this one's actually in plain sight. The fact that you missed this one's kind of sad, actually. Because that's the tree. With, like, that's fighting the evil, like, the Abyss. This is the Oasis, so it's literally in the Oasis. Literally walk straight to it. It's literally a straight line. I don't know if you have to do anything to unlock it, but if you do, it's literally just this puzzle right here. And these are so easy. You just literally count. So yeah, no, easy. Easy peasy. Literally in the Oasis right next to the tree. And in case you're unclear on what I mean by right next to the Oasis, I'll give you a better angle. I would want it on my waist like a phone charm. I could see that too. I mean, see, I'm old school though. Like, I prefer it around my neck. That's like, I would wear it like a lanyard almost probably. Yeah, it's literally right next to the tree though. I think you can almost see it from where the waypoint is. Yeah, it's just literally a jaunt over that way. Yeah, no problem, man. Happy to help. So anyway, I'm going to call things here. I want to say thank you to everyone for hanging out and, you know, enjoying the story quest with me. I'd also like to apologize for the internet crashing earlier. That was very, very awkward. I'd want mine on my waist. Oh, you know where else I would put mine, actually? I would also put it on my waist, but, like, as a belt buckle. Can you imagine how good that would look as a belt buckle? How swanky that would be? You roll up there with, like, the fanciest belt buckle anyone's ever seen. That'd be awesome. That's the play right there, my friends. I'm actually surprised there's not a character that does that yet. Can you imagine? Like, 10-gallon hat. You know, like all dressed up fancy like. Vision belt buckle. That'd be tight. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. I'm going to, as always, cheers. Thank you so much for hanging out, for liking the stream, everything. I really appreciate you guys. And since we got 400 subs today, we might do something stupid in the near future. We might do some TCG just because, you know, it's always fun to watch me suffer. So, you know how it be. Venti sorta does it, I guess. Anyway, have a good one, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the usual time. Bye-bye. Oh, hey.